Hello, folks. Welcome to Earworms Wednesday, where we've been doing adventures through some Arthurian material, starting with 6 weeks of Merlin 1998, talking about that, as well as some of the classics like Thomas Malory, and basically putting it all together. And tonight, we're going into what is considered by most to be, at least in the modern age, even though it's like 40 years ago, over 40 years, Excalibur from 1981, because I don't know, we grew up with it and it was fundamental there. A lot of great things, maybe a lot of things that we might want to talk about, some criticisms here and there. Basically, all this is just an excuse to hang out and talk about fun stuff, whether you have problems here, whether you have problems there, where you have no problems at all, and whatever. We just enjoy talking about this stuff, and we only talk about things that we do at the end of the day kind of love for some reason or another. But tonight we do have some special guests on, or we have one special guest plus our usually quite special panel. So it should be a fun night. Mr. Brown is closing as we speak, saying goodnight from the Aliens merch show number 2. And so we'll be rated real shortly here. In fact, right about now. So welcome, Mr. Brown folks joining us here from the Alliance. We're about to talk about some Excalibur 1981. I'm going to bring on our guests little by little. We do have a special guest tonight that is going to make the British contingent of our panel double in size. So that'll be something to look forward to. But I think first we're going to bring up my good lady wife, because she and I have just a couple of announcements. Welcome, Liza from the Psyche Electroacoustic Opera Company. How are you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hello, lady. All right, tonight I'm going to briefly make the announcements for what we're doing on the Wayfarer Project the rest of the week, and then Liza's going to announce what's coming to her Psyche Electroacoustic Opera Company channel, because there's some interesting guests this week that some of the people that dig music in our audience will be into. First of all, this week on Friday, we are having our friend Mike Gorley on, and we're talking about the Fender Stratocaster, history of musical
Yes.
instruments, a legend there. The Stratocaster, not Mike, but he's fun too.
Mike
And
is a
then,
legend too. How can you say
well,
that?
just in our circles.
I'm so glad Mike is not here
Oh, yeah.
to hear you say that. Yeah.
Well, Sunday, then we are going to have our dear friend from Star Wars Retold, because Praxium of the Pathfinders Chapter 12 is now out. And if he is
Yes.
within reach of my voice, he can pop that link in the chat for folks. Also, Scott Hovind, our chief mod, if you're there, we do have a link in the description that you can share for Star Wars Retold. Um, and so that's the rest of this week. Next week, of course, we'll be back on Wednesday with more Excalibur, because that's going to be, I'm planning it being 4 weeks on that. And then we'll be back to Babylon 5 on Sunday. So that's the foreseeable future. Liza, tell us who you have coming Thursday and Saturday on your channel.
Yes. So on Thursday, I have Raymond from Feliciano from King Dolphin TV.
Who you met
Now,
through Jill, our friend
yeah,
Anti-Derivative Jill.
met through our mutual friend Jill. Howdy, Jill. Um, and yeah, we're going to talk about his books, his sci-fi books, and we're going to talk about his music and his induction into the world of cigar box guitars. So,
Which you're helping him with.
yes.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk that Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Renzi Rios on the show. And Renzi is a virtuoso bass player from Argentina, but he is also a cigar box guitar aficionado. And so it's going to be wild having him on the show. Go to his channel, the discussions he has there about the industry and about
Well,
collecting gear and this and that. He has
Well, they can go to your channel on Saturday first, and
yes.
then you'll find out everything Renzi.
Yes.
But
Yes.
we're meeting some great musicians around the world that are into this making of instruments and stuff too. Like, because I don't know, it's just like,
Thank you, Dutch.
collectors and stuff. You get into like things from a movie you love, and you get into the build of all these finely tuned toys and everything. Well, these are our kind of toys that make sound and stuff, and you can play them and stuff. And making them is something we like to do in our garage. So anyway,
Yeah.
please join us there. That's Psyche Opera. Just go subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and you'll get a notification.
That will be much appreciated, guys.
But for our audience, let's move on here to Excalibur 1981, and we cannot talk about this things of whether, it's just after the fall of the Roman Empire, and it's like, this early medieval thing is brewing, and it got really popular in the British Isles and stuff. And so they were doing the whole medieval thing back then. And guiding us through that is our resident expert about all things. Well, he has a specific era, he'll tell you, that is his main era, but he dabbles in all things Dark Ages. Please welcome Colin. And I believe this is you, Colin.
It is I.
It is Colin.
And we should share this a little bit. I mean, if you want to get the extended picture to show people, but these are arrow fletchings that you show at some of the events that you go to.
That's arrow fletchings, arrow fletchings and arrowheads.
Yes, as a medieval reenactor and shall we say enthusiast and everything. All sorts of fun things. You guys have more fun over there.
Yeah. Well, we
trying to get us all on the screen.
So we have approximately 1,300 years more history than you do, and that's before we get to the Romans. So,
Colin, you have to vlog one of these reenactments one day for us.
All right, we'll let him think about that.
I was actually had the honor of being interviewed or talked to by Ms. Martin Muses about reenactment on one occasion.
That's cool. No, it's something to think about, sharing things like that. But anyway, we have one more regular panelist to inflict upon you.
Hey, what the hell are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language?
I'd like to keep this handy for close encounters.
I heard that.
Don't worry, it's one of the toys we saw previously. Please welcome Dutch Gradient.
Pretty sure we never saw Frost in any of those toys, but hey, how's everyone doing today?
Great.
All right.
And in fact, Dutch, since you've been going strong there for a bit, I think what we're going to do is get on to our special guest tonight.
Yes,
because we'll have a few things to say before we get on to Excalibur, and then we'll probably go back to it. I mean, basically, I want to make sure our audience, we get into Excalibur, but we need to give a fair introduction to this gentleman.
Yeah.
In fact, I was thinking, what would be a great video for this guy? I don't know, because I didn't really prepare one ahead of time as just like a video stab, but I guess I'll give him what I usually do when I can't make up my mind.
Then I shall...
Now landing at a castle near you, it is Alex from FFSI, as well as another channel we'll be letting you know. I think he's called Baron AWK, at least currently. Hello, sir.
Where'd that bloody cow go? Good evening. I'll say good morning from the UK.
Good morning. So, sir, you have two YouTube channels that we have in the description. Links are there. I think Ahmad will be popping them up soon. But just tell us what you're doing at each so folks can check you out. I know there's FFSI that you've been doing with Colin. You're kind of like on a break right now.
Yeah,
but you also have your Baron AWK channel. So let people know who you are. what you're about.
Well, I'll let Colin explain more about FFSI, but Baron AWK is just my normal channel to keep up with the subscriptions I got and all that. But I am tending to start posting shorts now and again, but I don't really use the channel that much except for like watching other shows and everything on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So
Colin's the main one for the FFSI.
All right. So yeah, FFSI, you'll be able to hear these guys stream about different things, mostly fantasy oriented.
All different kinds of genres, hasn't it been, Colin?
See,
I was led to believe at some point that FFSI actually had the word fantasy in it.
It did, but
see, I Googled FFSI England, and I came up with Future Flight Social Insight, Federation of Film Societies in India. This one, I think Lawrence and Liza will enjoy. Fine fretted string instruments.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, I would enjoy that.
We'll get you just cigar box guitars, then it'll work.
And the best one of all, familial fatal insomnia syndrome.
Ooh.
That doesn't sound good.
That's IS, not SI.
That sounds like staying awake until death.
You know, you're right. That is IS, but it still came up in the search.
Well, sometimes I've called it FFIS, but in any case, you are an author. I think we'll just mention this because we could come back to you for more in-depth study as people get to know you throughout Excalibur. But up front, we might as well say you are an author, and here's the book that you're currently promoting. And I just popped the link in the description. It is entitled Guzilumans.
Go on, Alex.
Guzilumans. Guzilumans N1. History of a Legend. Okay, there we go.
And here's the book itself.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. Sub to both of your channels, by the way.
Lawrence, make his screen the main screen.
Well, thank you for reminding me something I'm trying to do, but just wasn't quick enough to do.
This is a book. This is the first book of 5, and also Colin helped co-edit it. So
wow,
you're welcome to go and follow the link. It's available on my publisher's website at a reduced price for this month only. So go out and grab a copy while you can, while it's at a reduced price.
Now it's shipping primarily to the UK, right?
It's all over the place at the moment. It's all over the world.
Wow.
So you can buy it on digital or paperback.
Oh yeah, definitely digital. But if they want the nice printed,
we don't do hardback yet because that costs a lot. So we're holding that back for the time being.
And
Alex,
Baron?
without giving us spoilers, can you give us a little taste of what it's about, the series is about?
Well, I would, but I'm going to let my co-editor explain this. Because...
Okay. Shoot, Colin.
Thank you.
I guess you're also the public relations man, Colin.
Yes.
Apparently, yes. How to explain it without Alex shooting me?
Okay.
Basically,
you gave him a hard job.
It's about.
Oh no.
That's okay. I'm worried. That's fine. He's only got a lightsaber. I've got a bow.
Hold on. He told me about it ahead of time. I think he put you on the spot there. So let me do it because I'm used to being on the spot. A Guzul or Guzilama or a Guzuluman. Guzuluman, right? What they are, they're just like these entities that basically, whenever you're getting like some sort of bad impression, some sense of evil, like a basilisk is hiding in your closet, they're the ones that come and like take care of the situation so you don't feel that anymore. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I am interested.
I can read you the back if you want.
Let's do that.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Right. I'm not good at reading unless I'm totally reading in my head. It says on the back here, throughout its existence, the human race was being observed by higher beings. These higher beings don't belong to this realm of reality and grew tired of going back and forth throughout time and space. They decided to create a race of extraordinary people that would watch over humanity and protect them from the mythical beings that go unnoticed. These watchers remain in the shadows until the day Helen stumbles across one who will take her on a journey into his world. She will learn about the mysterious man's history, meet more of his kind, and find out about the true nature of these Guzilumans. In the background, mysterious forces are plotting a revenge on this man. It was supposed to be against, but... and Colin helped write that blurb on the back anyway.
You take revenge on rather than against, but...
but so many iterations of the blurbs, weren't there, Colin, to go through?
That blurb actually reminds me a lot of the introduction to War of the Worlds. I'm not saying it's derivative, but it reminded me of it.
I can promote another book. That's War of the World.
And slowly and surely they drew their plans against us.
Yes. Well, it was a little inspiration, but this is more War of the Worlds.
Oh, what do we have there?
Oh, Darren's book. Oh,
yeah, Darren's book, which I finished reading the other day.
The Talgorst Horror.
Yeah.
And by the way, Baron, you are the man. You've got a Lego DeLorean with Marty and Doc in front of it. That is so cool.
Yes, and I've also got
there's more.
A smaller Lego DeLorean with Marty and Doc inside.
Oh, super
wow.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, I don't know if you know it, there's actually a movie from 1985 called Back to the Future that features that car. Did you know that?
Yeah. How could I
I've heard of it.
Yeah, after he bought the car, he thought he'd check out the movie.
Vaguely aware of it.
I had the massive soft spot for Back to the Future Part 3. So.
Oh, Part 3 was your favorite?
Yes.
Cool.
That's
excellent.
all right.
Wait, part 3, that's with the train, correct? It's been a while. Okay.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that one too. I vaguely remember it, but I do remember enjoying it. So.
Oh yeah. Well, can I ask, what does FFSI stand for? Since no one has said it yet.
It used to stand for Fan Fantasy Story Ideas.
It was originally Fan Fantasy Story Ideas.
All right, that's two of you who said that now.
Yeah.
But what is it now?
Just FFSI, because we just got sick and tired of saying Fan Fantasy Story Ideas.
So now it's just a random collection of letters.
Yeah.
Kind of like how BP stopped being called British Petroleum, and now they're just BP.
How about fine fiction story ideas?
Because they're fantasy, not just fiction. Get it
Well,
right.
You never know. They might branch off into sci-fi.
For feck's sake, it's...
Yeah.
it kind of spread
I
beyond
like
what
that
it
because
started off
it just kind of leads you to where everything goes, which is nowhere. For feck's sake, it's...
Exactly.
That's
Orion.
Yes.
You kind of want Monty Python themes tune to start off that.
Well, I have to admit, I was tempted to include some whole Monty Python and the Holy Grail opening credits.
That would have derailed
alongside
everything.
these. Yeah, that would have really derailed things. Plus, it would have been a bit of a challenge.
Can I bring one thing up? We did a look back at the Holy Grail, and I did a great, fantastic opening for that because I tried to recreate what the actual opening was, but I kind of ruined it, didn't I, Colin?
Well, I mean, you're always going to be. I mean, in this day and age, you'll be unpopular for sacking, shall we say, various immigratory groups and stuff from the production of the film.
Well, I did sack myself. That's the thing. I'm not the opening.
So then you couldn't finish it. That's a shame. Well, but this is an opening for Orion. Imagine that. Pictures. Now, it's good that they explain this. The Warner Bros.
through Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
a Warner Communications company.
When did they start doing THRU? I remember that was a thing that I saw growing up, and I never knew why.
I don't know. There was a
It's
guy
'cause
at
you
the
guys can't
NIH.
spell.
I'm sorry, not at the NIH. There was a guy at FAA who started using that in his PowerPoint slides that I always had to edit, and I always changed it to the proper spelling of through.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week he would send me his slides, and it would be back to THRU. And I'm like, can you just take the one I sent you and edit off of that one?
Yeah. Well, I don't know why they did it. I guess it was some sort of shorthand or whatever, or maybe it's the original Welsh word for through. I don't know.
No, I mean, I think it's a case of when you guys decided you didn't want to have kings anymore. You decided you wanted to make yourself as big as possible.
Well, don't worry.
No,
Tonight,
I mean,
there's going to be one king. There's going to be
there's
one
gonna be
king
plenty
to
of
rule
kings.
one land.
Yeah. One king to rule one king.
But anyway,
But,
at least
thinking about it, I'm wondering if you just spell it TRHU, you're not really going to confuse it with thought or though or
That's true.
yeah,
because about 4 different words are spelled almost
Enough.
exactly the same. Yeah.
Enough.
Well, not thinking enough because you've got the TH, but yeah.
Oh
but
no,
you've got-
OUGH is one of the worst combinations in English because you have uff, o, oo, ow. It's good lord. There's like 7 different pronunciations of
And
OUGH.
this is why it takes 4 weeks, folks. Because
Yeah.
I mentioned something that gets us on a tangent, and we all go there without fail. But at least they're using the same distribution company as Babylon 5.
Now, it's interesting about Orion Pictures. Boorman planned an adaptation of the Merlin legend as early as 1969.
Wow.
He brought it to United Artists, and they rejected that concept, and they offered him Lord of the Rings instead.
Oh,
yes.
And he was interested in doing that. He actually built a few sets for Lord of the Rings, one of which we'll see in this movie. But they ultimately did not get the rights. So he went back to this movie. Now, some of the UA brass who had turned down his Merlin project, they eventually moved on to found Orion Pictures, which is where his movie finally got made.
So was this the first Orion release?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because it sounded like that was close together in time.
Oh, it was probably within a couple of years at least.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, every year.
One of their first.
Yeah. So, early on in Orion's history. So, the Dark Ages. Dun,
That font is hokey, man. The Dark Age.
Yeah, it looks like one of the ones I use.
And the best thing is they said it back then, and they have plate mail from the 1400s. Yay!
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for Colin to get on that, and you had to ruin it before the plate mail came up.
No, I said I hate that. I hate that phrase. It's the early Middle Ages. No one calls it the Dark Ages anymore. But then again, this was made in 1981, so they probably did. Now,
well, they look at it that way.
Yeah, but where I come up with this is as I think I mentioned before on the last stream. If you look at it as you know the movie 300?
Yes.
Right. 300, the movie, is not a historical movie based on the Battle of Thermopylae.
Okay.
It's based on a comic.
Right.
Which is why it's constant. And also it's framed in such a way that it's actually propaganda. It's actually a propaganda movie.
Yeah. Much like Top Gun.
Yeah, except it's a propaganda movie for the Spartans because it's actually told by a Spartan survivor. So if you set your mind that what Excalibur is a film of a medieval telling of a Malory-esque telling of the King Arthur myths. In that mindset, if you look at most medieval iconography, anything they do, even if you go back and you see a medieval painting of the Garden of Eden, you may well find that one of the angels there is in plate armor, because in the medieval period, what they tended to do art-wise, was especially for visual art paintings, everything was done, to use that horrible phrase for modern audience, but basically everything they did, they told the story, but they didn't bother with the historical accuracy costume wise.
Yeah.
So if you sort of set your mind, okay, what this is the King Arthur movie as told by someone in the 14th, 15th century.
Right.
But I think
Then
one of the
it's
reasons
fine.
why we have the terminology, the Dark Ages, is also revealed in some of the documentaries we watch about ancient Egypt. They look at it as like it's really important when everything's consolidated under one big empire. But anytime there's conflicts and there isn't like one solitary ruler at that time, like it's like we're no longer in the old kingdom, now we're in this in-between state. And then the Middle Kingdom came about and everything was fine again. And then there's disruption and confusion. And then the New Kingdom came about, everything was fine again. It's like the Dark Ages, Rome fell, so everything's dark right now because there's not one single ruler.
That's where the whole phrase of the Middle Ages comes from, is when they came out into the Enlightenment.
Mm-hmm.
They thought, it was Middle Ages between the classic past and the future. I was actually an Italian guy called Metatron, and he was actually doing a doing a review of someone else's video about medieval myths, and they mentioned that that these days we tend to call it early high and late Middle Ages because but the phrase for Dark Ages is mainly because we don't know. Is because there wasn't a great deal of knowledge
about the era itself.
There was a lot of information easily available. There was a lot written down in the early in the early ages.
When you that's what Uther and then later Arthur were trying to do, have one king so we could write things down and history will remember us better. But
in a way,
they never got, but there was a lot of Middle Ages stuff that I'm sure people are learning about today, where it's like, there were some times where there were some things happening, like the writings of the Venerable Saint Bede, and
there was a lot of things happening in the Middle Ages.
And there was consolidation under the Carolingian rule and stuff like that, and I mean, it is vast. I guess that's the thing. It's like we don't want to categorize this too much. Let's just call it a big, expansive time.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason they called it the Dark Ages was, as you said, partly possibly because there was. I mean, it's not true that there were no large empires. I mean, England was England for about 100 years before William turned up, but. The argument basically is that when it came out, we knew a lot more about the later periods than we did 500 to 1000 AD.
And
but
when
nowadays,
we say writing down, it's also like, do you record things in something that will last?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because you
go on. Sorry.
I say because what you've got is history is not written by the victors.
Mm-hmm.
History is written by the literate.
Mm-hmm. And the literate that used things that lasted long enough to be found later.
Now the thing is, though, I mean, you say that we know a lot about
because of the way period worked.
You say that we know a lot about the 5th to 10th centuries, but that right there says that there are lost centuries. So I don't know if you can say that, man.
It takes a little more digging, and some things maybe come through time, and also grants to study them, because
Yeah,
A lot of
but-
people don't work
yeah,
on
and-
stuff
and-
unless they have money coming in because they have to do other things.
There's a lot of it, and a lot of the stuff, as we've said before, when we talk about the Arthurian stuff, there's a heck of a lot of Arthurian stuff, but it's
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, and the writers of this film, they decide that was the director John Boorman and the writer Roscoe Pallenberg. They took all that Arthurian stuff and they intentionally reworked it into quote, an allegory of the cycle of birth, life, decay, and restoration. And they basically just stripped away anything that didn't fit that motive.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that restoration, man.
I was watching this afternoon. The one bit I think, oh crap, you boss, you git. You've just done Henry V, haven't you? because there's a scene in there, and I'm thinking, okay, you've just riffed on the St. Crispin's Day speech.
Hmm.
Mm.
Only a little bit on it, but I'm thinking,
Let's wait till that comes up,
Yeah.
and then we can bring it up.
probably not
right.
start the way we go.
But what we can talk about as we go here is, Merlin, because we did Merlin. We know all about Merlin. We saw Merlin 1998, so we know about him. And you know what? There's one thing these two films have in common, other than just the subject matter. They both benefited from the great compositional skills of Trevor Jones.
They have one, at least one.
Wait,
other
it was the
kind of
same
one
composer?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But he has been criticized in borrowing a little bit too much from the Carmina Burana, and he has been criticized from borrowing a little too much from Wagner also.
I mean, if you're a film composer,
you're a
you
film
can't help but borrow from
yeah.
Wagner,
You
from
gotta give-
Debussy.
You got to give people
I
something
mean,
that they can relate
Stravinsky.
to.
Right.
can't-
And
Yeah.
this is precisely why public domain exists.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny thing about Merlin,
Yeah.
that's exactly what John Boorman wanted to call this. He wanted to call it Merlin. Problem was CBS had a show in 1981 called Mr. Merlin, and they had exclusive rights of the name Merlin in a title.
Oh no.
So he began shooting it as Knights. But Ridley Scott had already registered the title Knight for a medieval epic that he was planning with Walter Hill as a follow-up to Alien. And they were already shooting the movie before they finally decided on Excalibur.
At least those knights weren't
Well,
in white satin. Go
the
ahead,
difference
Colin.
being that this is, also the difference being between this and Merlin. Merlin was about, Merlin. This one isn't purely about Merlin, but they're
No.
both quite time jumpy. I noticed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, the other Merlin was about Merlin, and in this one, everyone's very brief. This one is meant to be very. I think he had an artistic direction of how he wanted to do this. He made everyone sound a little bit brutish, very kind of short lines, and
Yeah.
everyone seems to have this character. I guess he's trying to say, this is kind of what it was like then. Now, Alex, did I hear your voice creep in? For a
Yeah,
bit?
I was going to say Nicol Williamson did make Merlin his own.
Mm.
So he really played it well, and I think he treated it like a Shakespearean play.
And the studio basically told Boorman that he can cast anyone he wants as Merlin, except Nicola.
Apparently, it could have been Sean Connery. What I read up.
Sean Connery was in the running for Arthur.
Oh, he was.
Yes, as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan actually auditioned for King Lot, and apparently when he ended up working with Boorman on a later film, and he told Boorman on that film, he said, my audition for Excalibur went really badly, and then when I was driving back, my car broke down, and I had to walk home through the rain. I almost quit acting because of it.
Oh dear.
Oh,
It's like, that's Pierce Brosnan, baby.
Mhm.
Why did they
Oh, wow.
capitalize every word in these little phrases?
Yeah.
well,
The
I mean,
sword of power.
Yeah.
They really wanted to do Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
No,
Dutch
that is
is
a
our
logo.
resident punctuation scholar.
Yes.
But that really
Excalibur-
is a cool title.
That is the way. I don't know if that's actually like a model of the word Excalibur, or
Yeah, it looks really
Yeah.
good though, doesn't it?
yeah.
Well, we do get to see it a little bit
Clip.
here. I think it's short enough to get away with the music. So here we go. Yeah,
I think
and you could
it's a model
hear
shot.
some of that, like bum
Yeah.
bum bum dooby 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 doo. These different motifs are going throughout the intro.
Can I just say something?
Yep.
That is actually a model of the word Excalibur. They really knew how to shine the lights and all this and that on it against a black screen.
I mean, they could have done it with animation, but it would have been easier just to make the letters out of aluminum, polish them up, and then reflect lights off them.
Has anyone thought of, and maybe this is something you might be able to handle, Dutch, just asking one of our, whether it's Gemini or Chat GPT or something like that, why don't we ask and say, how did the word Excalibur get made so shiny and metallic in the movie Excalibur? And or you could look it up on some site and read, some foreign forum for ages, But
Yeah.
it'd be good to get a definitive answer because it's probably out there. But it's beautiful, and the music, I don't fault him on it because it does give you gravitas, and you need to do something that people can relate to. So even if it's not something they regularly listen to, they've still heard it before through other film composers. Go ahead.
In John Boorman's Excalibur 1981, the title sequence and iconic opening lettering were achieved through practical in-camera effects and model work, as we expected.
Oh, there you go, Alex.
Yeah.
1 point for Alex.
Good looking. Yeah.
There's something else I've just noticed on there, which probably not many people would actually necessarily notice, and it's not relevant now, but the first and the last letter are larger than the others.
Yes, I did notice.
Right. The first and the last letter are ER.
Yes.
Emergency room.
No. Elizabeth vagina.
Oh. I don't think that has much to do with it.
No, but would that be KR? No, we CR Carolinius Rex. But it always used to be anything governmental under Her Late Majesty had EIIR, E2R on it. Post boxes, everything for Elizabeth II vagina.
Much like Sherlock Holmes shooting into the wall of his apartment, VR, Victoria Regent.
Yeah.
I just want to bring up one more thing about that logo.
No, don't let him. Don't let him.
No worries.
Shut up! It's not your stream.
Yeah.
Go on. He's the guest.
It's
tonight.
just the thing is that must not cost a lot of money to make.
I would imagine. Again, it's aluminum.
Yeah. So probably £5, British pounds, just to do that.
Well, that
Back
went
then,
a long way back then. Yeah.
Back then, it probably would have been about only £5. This was all filmed in Ireland, by the way. All of it within a mile of Boorman's house. It's the only film he ever made where he didn't have to sleep anywhere but his own bed.
That's true.
Well, he set fire to Ireland. And I'm sure the Irish were not happy with him after that.
That's just lights.
As long as they don't burst into a song saying we're knights of the round table, that's all right.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of brutality here in the beginning, and I guess now we can focus on this a little bit because the armor, as you'll see in this film, is full plate mail.
Yeah.
And that was one of the criticisms of the film that I don't know if it came right away, but it seems like it took a little time before we started becoming more and more aware, or at least the general public did, about what was really available around the early Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Well, the
I mean,
Or
British
what
are
is the more correct way of saying it's not middle, it's just medieval.
early medieval.
Early medieval.
Early
Yeah,
medieval.
early Middle Ages, early medieval, yeah.
Yeah.
Or post-Roman, or for the first 100 years or so, post-Roman Britain. I mean, I must admit, I was watching it, and emotionally, I was going, "Yep, I like that armor. I like
Or
that
the
armor.
You
pre-light
should.
ages.
Mm.
It
No, you
looks
sh- you-
good. It looks proper." I'm thinking, I was thinking, Jill Barrett would like this. She put
You-
this top tier. It's because it looks proper.
Yes.
I mean, for the time period, if you know the time period, there's a couple of places I thought, no, you should have had some chain under that, or oh my
Mm.
god, I feel really sorry for Helen Mirren. That must really shape her boobies.
So, just to be
you
clear, because
should.
some of our audience might want to know, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. In streaming, we always feel like, oh, maybe there's a pause there. I don't know. And you go for it. And I talked over someone.
Yeah.
But since I already did, just so our audience knows, what would be period correct for this time? You said chainmail?
Brigandine.
Brigandine chain. The same as you said for a lot for some bits of Merlin. It would be,
Roman scale.
basically anything that's sort of Roman or early Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah.
So
What would you
possibly
say are
something
some-
for a place like Southern Who?
But
What-
you should like the armor in this movie because all of it was handmade out of aluminum, primarily by British armorer Terry English. He custom fit the suits. Yeah, he made bespoke armor for the principal characters, but he kept the overall style the same for members of different groups, especially prominent in the nearly uniform armor of the Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah.
You actually, I'll point him out to you when he shows up in the movie. He's in the movie.
We're nowhere near the round
As-
table. It will
as
not
a
come
black-
up tonight.
Oh no, he's in way before the Round Table, but we should see him tonight. He'll be seen as a blacksmith.
Yeah, wow.
All right. Well, the horses must have been feeling some cold wherever they
Those
were.
were polo ponies. Because polo ponies are more easily controlled with one hand because the polo riders tend to have something in their other hand.
That's true. Yes, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I said, I mean, this is why I said before, the most probably the most important person, or one of the most important people in the knight's retinue, was his lowly little stable boy, because he's the only other person the horse would let approach him without fighting back.
I'm surprised one of the actors at the time said, "Can we hurry up? It's bloody freezing here."
And it rained every single day of the shoot. No
For
lie.
Christ's- For Christ's sake, I'm getting
Right.
wet here.
But it was Ireland.
Hmm.
Where I assume the Dark Ages is still going on. I'm just kidding.
I wonder
No,
if the-
No, that's Wales.
yeah, I wonder if it's still
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
where they
You
filmed
guys.
this scene. I wonder if it was used in Game of Thrones.
Might have been. I mean,
Yeah.
that was from Ireland, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I mean,
Yeah. And then
Oh,
they kept it really dark, though. They made it really
Yeah.
dark.
well,
Surprised
guess,
I'm not-
that it was worse because this fight scene had to be filmed 3 times
Yeah, there
Because they
he
were-
is.
because they were filming it at night and the film kept coming out underexposed due to a fault in the exposure meter.
Ooh.
coming out.
Apparently, the DP had a nervous breakdown over the issue and quit.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I had the credits here for the director of cinematography. That would be the same as the director of photography, right?
Well, this note says cameraman, but yeah,
Cameraman.
that's
Well,
what
I'm
they
sure
called
there was
it.
a
That's
few.
what they called the DP
Well,
back then.
Well, they probably had a few
Yeah.
people with cameras. I don't think it was just one.
1981, and I guess digital correction of lighting wasn't a thing then.
Well, there was in
Did you
after
what?
the fact, I'm sure, because this is Blu-ray. I'm sure there was some correction put in, but there's probably only so much you can do
Yeah,
because you're going to have a certain amount of loss already.
Elijah,
Well,
what
what
word
they
you
would
said
put
there?
on Blu-ray would be somewhere they have the original whatever they filmed the thing on, and then I mean there's infinite amount of information on analog, and then when you transfer it over to something digital that has a high sampling rate and bit depth, you get close to what was in the can. But that doesn't mean that they had anything any way of editing this digitally. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I don't know. I
Well,
don't know what was happening in 1981.
no, I don't think they
Yeah.
had digital ways of fixing it then. But
No.
well, because a few years later they had more digital going on, especially with
They
the advent
obviously
of
didn't.
Raw.
They obviously didn't have digital ways of fixing it because they had to do this fight 3 times.
Well,
Yeah.
Alex Thompson is credited as the director of photography.
Yeah, he's probably the one who took over after the first guy quit.
Stream note. Let me see here. No, go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this the kid-friendly version or the R-rated version? Because there's 2 versions.
This
Oh,
ain't kid friendly.
it's
Well,
a Blu-ray.
the one I saw wasn't kid friendly.
It's the Blu-ray, so it's probably certified 18.
Well, here's the thing. The hyper-reflective, mystical nature of it was done by using green filters. This guy, Alex Thompson, who was a cinematographer or director of photography after the first guy quit, and he got an Oscar nomination because of that.
Green backlights, not green filters.
Well, it says filters here.
Oh, that's not what they show in the movie.
Oh,
Well, whatever. I mean,
You'll see
I
what I mean when
I
we
guess
get to it.
backlighting is still kind of like a way of doing filtering.
Yeah, like you put green filters
Yeah.
on the lighting
Yeah,
that
I
were
mean,
backing the
So
like
anyway,
anytime you see magic, there's green lighting. Anytime you see Excalibur, there's green lighting.
I mean, in
all right. I dubbed
Yeah.
the director
I
of
like
punctuation.
interestingly, actually, IMDb has got this down as 3 writers: John Boorman, Roscoe Pallenberg, and Thomas Malory.
Funny
So
thing
he's
is,
obviously taking a lot of head from Malory. What a surprise!
yeah, funny thing. They base almost all of this off of the Morte Arthur.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, they keep mentioning Boorman as the writer, producer, and director. And the first time I read that, I thought, "Oh no. How is that even possible?" Because I don't know if any of you realize it, but anytime you have one person who is the writer, the producer, and the director, with
You mean like
very
Lucas?
no, he has never been all 3 by himself.
Oh, really? Oh,
No.
It's been pretty
There's
close.
always been somebody else with him on at least one of those. But whenever it's been one person with all 3, with very few exceptions, it has been the trifecta of evil. It like the Tommy whatever his name is, Room or whatever the heck the name of his movie was. Oh, hi, Mark. That movie. Yeah, he did all 3 and starred in it. I was like, oh dear God. But no, in this one, Boorman had another writer and other producers. So that's why this movie turned out as well as it did.
Well, yeah, and when on Malory, who's considered to be like, the standard for at least, like if you read Sir Thomas Malory, and I do have some additions in our description, some links there that would actually help the channel if you utilize some of those, if you're interested in reading Le Morte d'Arthur. It does help the channel with a little bit of commission from Amazon. Costs the same to you. But the thing is, the thing about Malory is it is a legendarium, so to speak. It is kind of like this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened. It is like that. So it is a little different reading, but it does have at least, it is the one that's considered, because there's a lot of differences in interpretation, but it's one that could be considered as, this is at least what happened. Why and other things are up to some interpretation. Like here, what we're coming to with Uther Pendragon is interpreted differently, just like what we saw in Merlin 1998 compared to here. It's a little different. Like the role of Cornwall is a different type of guy.
Yeah.
But in any case, there's Merlin. he's a fine silhouette of a figure, and yeah, and there now that staff, the twin snakes.
Probably were dragons.
I wonder if
They are.
okay, yeah, dragons, worms.
Yeah, actually, worms is probably a better word for me. Yeah,
WYRM, yes.
That's worms.
Yeah, and the
Much
game
like,
that
much
I
like,
like,
much like the Elizabeth Hargrave board game Wormspan, a sequel to her bird game Wingspan. You collect and breed dragons. It is a brilliantly fun game.
I've never heard of that one. Yeah.
Speaking of games, I used to play Worm Unlimited.
Elizabeth Hargrave, yeah, that's WOR. Elizabeth Hargrave actually.
WURM, Worm Unlimited. It is a medieval fantasy RPG MMO.
Gotcha.
Oh,
but Elizabeth Hargrave is a game designer who lives in my former home county back in Maryland.
Oh, wow.
Wingspan, Wormspan. Check them out, everyone. They're fun games.
I guess there's not a lot of plot details going on, but there's a lot of fighting. Yeah, big fight. We'll find out later. It's between Cornwall and Uther Pendragon, who wants to be the one king, and Cornwall, who's just fighting with him because that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
A lot of times, these extras who were all Irish, Boorman would say, "All right, cut," and they would keep fighting because of personal grudges.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I guess you had to be careful. Look at that. Like you got to be careful where you put your axe.
If it was cold that night, I wonder how much brandy you were drinking. That's why they keep on fighting.
Yeah. I must admit, the helmets look a little bit fantasy to me, but
yeah.
Then
Yeah, and I imagine it was kind of brutal. I mean, the swords and stuff then were meant for just hacking at each other. Pretty much.
Well, I mean, I was, as I said, watching this, I was quite impressed with the not all of it, with the armor, because obviously it was proper. It looked right, with a lot of the fighting.
But typically in fights like this, when there's fire, usually it's strategically placed, like burning down a hut or things like that when they decide to torch a village or something. Here I just see kind of random fires about.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So go on, Alex.
No, I was going to say, is Merlin standing there? He's just keeping score at the moment.
He's watching how it progresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice looking flame right there.
Yeah, I bet the horse is not enjoying it.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Most
Neither
of the
is
flames,
he.
most of the flames you were seeing before this scene were basically just reflected onto the camera with glass.
Yeah. Standing way doing it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to.
Oh no! I mean, on the film set, you can't.
That's definitely a dummy there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want my lance on fire.
Yeah. Here.
Who
Do you
would?
mind standing up against this tree? We're going to put a burning spear in your chest and
Okay.
just
How
hold
long
still.
how long do I have to hold it?
Hold still
For the rest of your life.
You can twitch a little bit here and there, but
If this was set in a modern era, it'd be football hooliganism going on.
I'm sorry, it would be what?
football hooliganism.
Yeah.
Oh, football hooliganism. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of it's moving fast, and I wasn't able to get too many great crisp shots.
Not the one. Not the one.
Yeah, oddly enough, I had exactly that come on a slightly late at a later point. I had exactly that being said in exactly that accent. Not at this point.
Not the one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is a not the one coming up.
Yeah.
Well, go back a slide or two. It's like
I
am the
prefer
one.
not to.
It's just, I am the one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Not the one. Not the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's when he realised. It's when he was thinking about Uther when he realised that Uther's not. And I'm one thinking, okay, yep, not the one.
And Alex,
Yeah.
I apologize. You're kind of odd man out on that inside joke. It's a character from Babylon 5 in one of the first season episodes. His name's Zathras, who has the line, "Not the one, not the one."
Not the one.
Not the one.
You mentioned it enough. I thought I had to do it.
At least it lets Arthur in on the joke.
Well, given how much.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm calling you Arthur. That's not your name.
Alex.
Alex, sorry.
Yeah.
King Alex. Well, he's only a baron.
Yeah.
What do you mean
But-
only? What rank are you?
I don't
Peasant.
know. I haven't gotten one yet. But in any way, yeah, Merlin is deciding now. He sees Uther going around just bashing, just thinking like, I am the one. I am the one.
I'm the
true
strongest.
king.
You promised me the sword.
Well, at least he's not making a Highlander reference saying there can be only one.
There can be only one.
Oh, no, that was 86. So.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, this was Gabriel Byrne's first movie.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I looked at it and who's that? Oh, bloody hell, it's Gabriel Byrne.
Liam Neeson's too.
Yeah.
Yes, Uther Pendragon, played by Gabriel Byrne. And it wasn't, there was another Byrne in the credits. I think that was I don't know if it's a relation, but Barbara Byrne played the young Morgana.
No, Helen Mirren. I'm sorry, the young Morgana.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, well, there's at least 2, if not 3, Boormans in this.
Yeah, Igrayne,
About
the Lady of the
half
Lake.
of the family.
Igrayne.
Are they related?
Igrayne, the Lady of the Lake, and young Mordred were
she's
played
white.
by Boorman's children, Katrine,
Oh.
Telsh,
Oh, yeah, she's-
and Charlie.
I might save on the casting budget.
Katrine, or that was Igrayne.
Yes,
Yeah.
Katrine.
That was
Katrine
one.
played
That was a
Igrayne.
child of his.
Yes, and she said, this is a quote from her. I've always said that once you've been raped by Gabriel Byrne and Corin Redgrave in armor, watched by your father, you'll never look back.
Yeah.
Now-
I was thinking awkward.
Now, John Boorman was asked about that, and he said, well, I never had to watch my daughter get raped because my daughter wasn't raped. The character she was playing was, and she was fine with that. It's like,
Well,
There
I'm
it is.
interested in you say Cornwall raped by Cornwall because, of course, Cornwall.
No,
he just
Corin-
looked
the
like
actor-
Cornwall at the
the
time.
act-
but
no,
they had
no,
to use Gabriel
no.
Oh,
Byrne
it's,
to
oh,
do
it's,
it.
oh, it's,
No,
what she's saying.
no.
Yeah.
Gabriel Byrne and Corin Redgrave.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was talking about the actors
Mhm.
in armor.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, sorry, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I never said Cornwall.
Yeah. Corin Redgrave was the actor, but yeah,
Oh,
So Gabriel Byrne.
I'll say, yeah.
Well,
He
we'll
mentions her,
talk
yeah.
about it when we get there. But of course, that has reduced imagery that scene because
I can't imagine why.
but it makes you wonder. It's like, man, that's going to be hard.
I watched this movie for the first time when I was about 12, maybe 13. And my brother and I were not allowed to watch adult scenes in movies. So while my whole family's watching the movie together and the nudity starts coming up, and I just put my head down, put my hand over my eyes, like, okay, not watching this. And my father would say, all right, you can watch. Okay. That's called parental guidance.
Yeah.
You're
That's
laughing.
man.
I'm not kidding. That's
No.
called
I
parental
mean, I
guidance.
used to
Yeah, it
feel extremely uncomfortable because I know it would only come up by accident because sometimes, you figure, oh, this film's going to be clean and there won't be any nudity. But then they poke something in there and then you're like, oh, you feel like, yeah, you feel warm and you feel, I don't know, impure.
Arden Party, back then he was.
Who was?
Arden Party said, that's a good dad. I said, back then he was.
Okay. And you shall have it.
But to heal, not to hack.
Oh, it's a sword of healing.
Yeah.
It does +1 health point reduction per turn.
No, it's
Reminds-
the scabbard that does the healing.
Yeah.
Warning, did you not read your own mythology? But
Reminds me of the Dungeons and Dragons Arrows of Healing.
Yeah.
You have to shoot the guy to heal him? Well,
Okay, tomorrow, a true. Well,
you'll eat at the river.
yeah, I'll let you do that, Dutch, since you can see them better than me.
Talk is for lovers, Merlin.
Now, this is true. This is like, of course, like I said, Thomas Malory's La Morte d'Arthur is kind of like, basically, it gives you what happens, maybe how people felt about it, but it was not descriptive at all. The only thing it was descriptive about was some of the battles, like how swords pierced armor, how they went through people and stuff like that. He seemed to really be into that, but he really didn't describe anything more about characters than Arthur was wroth with anger, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's I must admit, it's on that edge of English where it's certainly the version that I've got. I almost wish I'd got a slightly more modern translation of it. It's sometimes it's not the easiest of reads.
But love was not his thing. He would not be a romance writer.
No,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you've got troubadours for.
I need a sword to be king.
I need a sword to be king.
Well, what has he got right now? What are you using?
He has an axe.
Oh,
An axe with a spike on the back of it and a spike at the top.
Yeah. That just cries out barbarian. You can't be king with that.
Even though axes were a little more versatile than typical sword, but yeah.
It depends how they were weighted and everything.
And they haven't gone for the trope of these huge, great axes. They've actually got reasonably sized axes as well.
Exactly.
And later on, you see at least one part where he uses a mace as well. So,
yep.
Yeah, I mean, if someone has a big bludgeoning axe, if you're skilled, you could do something about it with a katana, but maybe not just a big old broadsword. If you're going to go stealth, you got to go stealth.
Everything you see in the forests in this movie, including where you see like the flowers and the apple blossoms on the ground, it's all real. They fenced off the entire forest around this area to keep people from trampling the vegetation.
Good.
Oh wow, amazing!
And the constant rain made the vegetation much more lush.
Yeah.
But also steamy.
Yeah. just a tad humid.
Are we in Brazil or Ireland?
Yes.
But a lot of this, folks, is the dialogue. I'm including all of it. So, there's a lot of things where it's just music and the photography. And it's beautiful.
Go back a slide.
Yeah.
Ardent Party. There are 8 ninjas in this scene.
Oh, yeah. This could be, what is it? Wudong. All right.
So there shows how still the water was in that picture.
Well, again,
go ahead.
That's a green light being reflected off of Excalibur there.
I do like it that it's green. I like green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's better than just a white reflection off of it.
I like green.
Yeah.
I like green so much. I've got this sword hanging up on the wall. It's got a green sheen to it.
I'm just wondering, did they film this scene
backwards? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell because of the way the sword comes out of the water. It's like, that's not how it would look.
Yeah.
Oh, hee ha.
Well, Scott Hovitt is in the chat, our chief mod. So we're all set now. And but he's in places like that. I don't think Scott's ever seen a sword come out of the water like that, but look at that. At least in that shot, at least it looks like.
And that, by the way, is Boorman's middle daughter, Telsha.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, she's just lying on her back under the water, raising the sword up. So this actually wasn't backwards.
Yeah, so I didn't because I think when he throws it back at the end, I think that is backwards. But
Yeah, that's backwards.
Yeah, it'd be difficult. It would be difficult to make that look good going backwards, I think.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's just the stillness of the water, and then that coming out. I wonder if she had a breathing apparatus.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And a closed system, so she wasn't making bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, it was definitely going somewhere else, like the output of the tube, like basically a tube bringing the.
It would have
air
been a
to
closed. It would have been a closed system scuba tank.
Yeah.
That could not have been filmed in Florida with all the gators and stuff in the water.
Hell no! You could not get me to set anywhere within 10 feet of a body of water in Florida.
I wouldn't blame you at all.
Except maybe the sea.
Yeah.
No, not even there.
There's a lot of stuff in this. My brother
maybe.
and my father used to scuba dive a lot, and it's like, oh, why don't you come learn how to do this so you can come with us? And I'm like, my friends, the sea is not your friend.
No,
The
And so-
sea is always right.
I know. I know. No.
Rings
That
of
is
power, anyone?
forbidden language here. No.
Could you imagine if they
No.
used that as their,
The sea
Numenorian
is not
quote?
your friend.
By the way, I love his skull cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think he shaved his head for this?
He might have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or at least cut it close.
Yeah, I mean, given where that skull cap's coming, he's obviously got. If he hasn't, he's got quite a high hairline.
It's too far north to worry about
Singing.
leeches, though, Ardent.
You sure?
Pretty sure. It's Ireland.
Well, I don't know. We have to ask them. Did St. Patrick lead out the leeches?
Show the sword.
Show the sword.
No, not that one, Excalibur.
And here he is looking like the tarot card.
Note the green light from the sword reflecting off his armor.
The Knight of Swords.
That's like a painting. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
The horse is thinking, what a poser.
Honestly, that sword is just gorgeous. From
Yeah.
the blade to the crossguard to the pommel. Can't really see the hilt that well, but just,
Nah,
God, it's a beautiful costume sword.
it is.
You know it's a costume sword, but it's beautiful.
I'm just wondering how heavy that sword is, because the way he's just holding that, it must have been in several takes without dropping it.
It's aluminum.
They're not.
So-
They're not necessarily that. Don't forget. Well, I mean, don't forget. I mean, a long sword is designed to be used in one hand. Something like that's probably a hand and a half, but it's designed to be used in one hand. So if you've practiced, you've got the muscles for it. It's the same as the armor. I mean, the armor probably weighs about. If it was real armor, it would probably about 50 or 60 pounds, but it's
Right.
spread over the body the same way modern kit is, and your actual knight's grown up getting used to it. So
Yeah,
Which
the only
they
real
show in
problem. The only real problem with full plate is how hot it gets inside.
Yeah.
It. Even in cool weather, you get damn hot and you're sweating your butt off in there. And guess what sweat does to steel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
there's one other problem with plate. The plate's got you can actually. That's a nice shot of the armor because you can just about make out the fact that there are places if you hit, you jam the armor.
Yeah.
You know, if you sort of hit the joints, you can twist the armor and jam the armor. And obviously, if your armor jams, that actually mucks up your mobility.
Yeah, all of
Oh,
a
yeah.
sudden you're a Kenner action figure from the 70s.
Yeah.
5 points of articulation.
Yeah.
And you've got bloody archers just shot you in the knee and or in the elbow, and your armor just dented, and you can't actually use it all of a sudden.
Yeah. Not to mention a hole in your knee, but
Yeah, but who just said that? Yeah, Scott said an itch. You learn to ignore itches when you're wearing something like that. It's the same as if you have a cast. You have an itch in your cast, you learn to ignore it.
Yeah.
I like.
Hold on a second here. I have watched He-Man. That is not the sword of power.
I
But
like the fact he's wearing a chain coif as well.
Behold the sword of power.
now, the glove.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's just a long sword. That's not a hand and a half.
No, it's not handed. You look at it close up. It's not. You're right. It's just a longsword. That one is single hander.
I like the groove.
It's probably actually just a punched up arming sword, but
So is Excalibur just like an old English term or Brittonic term for a sword of power?
And we covered this in Merlin.
I think we did. I just forgot because I'm not good at memory anymore.
It probably comes from. I mean, no, naming swords is a it's sort of an ancient Celtic expression. It was probably originally something like Calibur.
The sword's earliest name was, and I'm going to mispronounce this because I don't speak Welsh, was Caledfwich, meaning hard cleft.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Well, if you're
Yeah,
looking
it was.
to cleave
And the Irish called it Caledbolg.
Ooh.
You stick that one in the chat.
Real quick, Geoffrey of Monmouth in 1136 Latinized the Welsh name into Caliburnus.
Yeah.
And then Chrétien de Troyes. Troyes, okay, thank you. Excalibur in his romance Percival, which was a direct transliteration of the Latin Caliburnus, which would eventually evolve into Excalibur.
Yeah.
Which was about 13th century of the Lancelot Grail prose cycle.
Mm.
It used to be called Calibur, but now it's Excalibur.
Yeah. Excalibur.
Oh, there they got it. They used even modern names.
I'm just finding it interesting where you got most of the background actors just standing there looking bored out of their skulls.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're further away.
Yeah.
What is that?
Swappers is in the chat. How you doing, Swappers? Good to have you.
Swappers. Yeah, definitely. I did say earlier, I mentioned your new release, Proxima the Pathfinders, Chapter 12.
Heck
you want
yes.
some good Star Wars, please check out that channel at Star Wars Retold. Swappers might drop a link in the chat if he's within earshot.
I'm sure you heard it during the show, Swappers, but I talked up your show during Brown's show. No, before he came on.
Oh, okay.
But I think he was listening on the drive back.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, he owes you some brownie points.
No, he owes me nothing. Good Lord, it's the least I could do for the entertainment he's been giving me.
Oh no, yeah, Swappers is great. Definitely check that out, folks. He will be here on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is midnight, right after Brown. Whenever Brown decides, okay, it's time to wind down. It's usually around those times. So. Midnight and a quarter for the UK. So anyway, I love streams like that.
Yeah. That is a beautiful stream, and that bright green lichen or moss. OMG. Wow. Gorgeous.
Welcome with man. What? We're one with man.
It's how old the sword is, when it was made.
We're one with man. So I guess, it just presumes that the whole idea is if you are given a sword from the Lady of the Lake, and you
look, supreme executive power derives from a mandate of the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony. If I was to go around saying I was emperor just because some moistened bint lobbed a scimitar at me, they put me away.
Lawrence, can we go back one slide?
Sure. That one?
Yeah. Gabriel Byrne is looking so smug there.
Yes.
But I'm just looking at that knight in the background, standing there in the pose with his axe.
Yeah.
How long has he been holding that pose?
Hey, look at me.
He could be a statue for all we know.
We don't know.
Well, I guess they're supposed to portray knights at the ready, or at least soldiers at the ready, because I'm sure a lot of them, I mean, the knights were kind of like more of the leaders in these conflicts, of course.
But then Merlin says to Uther, "Speak the words."
The words that I told you, you know.
Speak the words.
Speak, friend, and then. Oh no, sorry, wrong one.
One land, one king.
One love,
Can we go home now?
one life. Let's get together and feel all right. One king, one land.
No. Stop it.
Well, one king, one.
You and your friggin' earworms.
Mm-hmm.
That is my piece, Cornwall.
Get stuffed.
Well, now in the other one, you know, Cornwall
sorry.
just came to a dinner after a conflict. He wasn't necessarily an enemy. It was just Uther who made him an enemy because he wanted his wife. And but in this, they were enemies to begin with. So, I mean, here you don't feel as bad for Cornwall. Yeah, I mean, you feel bad for Igrayne, period. But you know, here you don't feel as bad for Cornwall because he's a rather brutish guy.
We're sorry to lose you, Ardent. Good night and good reading.
Good night, Arden.
Oh, he's going to read instead of.
Yeah, he's restarting his live reads of the James Bond novels. He's on this fifth part of Moonraker tonight, which, by the way, is a much better book than a movie.
Well, now Cornwall, he's got a nice helmet.
Yeah.
That's a rather fine face mask. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's kind of impressive. I don't know if it's period
it's
accurate.
still later.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's
later.
not period accurate at all.
No. But I mean, it's no. So, go on, Alex. You were going to say?
No, I was looking at the knight to his right with that weird helmet.
Yeah, the sort of devil's horns look a bit odd.
I thought they were eyelids.
All the eyelids, whatever they are, yeah, and certainly the dog collar studs are a bit weird. But Cornwall's helmet again, he seems to have got the horns. I mean, having said that, I suppose that will prevent something coming down towards the eyes. But if it's coming down from that angle, it's going to miss anyway. So,
yeah, but his helmet reminds me of like a hockey player's mask.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, with things like that, you've done with forget clothes like that. It serves two purposes. It makes it easier to breathe, and also you can actually see through them a bit. It does actually give you a little bit of extra vision through the breath.
Yeah, I did see things. I don't know about the whole. Yeah, I've seen things similar to it in museums, but of course later period.
Oh, much later.
Yeah, I mean,
nice cardigan.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, at the back of Cornwall, is that a Cylon or a Stormtrooper?
Oh,
yeah.
Lord Uther, if I yield to the sword of power, what will you yield?
Oh, good question.
Me yield?
Now, Merlin.
Look at Merlin.
Merlin's going to jump in here. Hold on. We got to fix this a little bit.
He has given. Now you must.
Yeah.
The land from here to the sea shall be yours.
Ah, so this is where they basically make Cornwall?
Possibly, yeah.
It'd be interesting. I don't know if you gentlemen know, like, how far back does Cornwall go? I mean, obviously the land.
Not it.
For a long time, but I mean, like, the name and,
Not it.
So you're not going to look it up. All right.
Well, no, I figured the guys who live there might know.
Well, no, apparently not. I mean, they don't live in Cornwall. I don't think. But they don't want to dox themselves. If they do, they could live anywhere.
Then I can look it up.
A lot of names are old, and then boundaries boundaries change. I mean, at one
Yeah.
point, I think Cornwall was almost a kingdom of its own because Cornwall is,
Stone Age, it says here.
well, yeah. I mean, Cornwall does have its own dialect, which is more, it's almost Celtic in its dialect rather than English.
Yeah, I know they're trying to claim to be their own country as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because they have their own flag.
Yeah.
Wow. Uh-oh, it's going to start up again.
I can't tell. I mean, basically everything I'm looking at here talks about how long people have lived in Cornwall. It doesn't say when Cornwall got its name.
Yeah, I mean, it would have changed.
And Cornwall and Key West have something in common.
Cornwall's an modernized anglicized name anyway. But
Uther also said, if you follow the king's will, like done.
Of course, the king's will. Yeah.
All right, so they agree, and then I guess the soldiers are happy. Good.
No, that's Merlin. That's Merlin. Good.
Well, whatever. He still sounds like that. Good.
King Uther, let's feast together. To my castle.
All right.
Here's a banquet.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are idiots.
No, they're not.
You're idiots.
No,
you
they're-
know better to do that. You do it on the palm of your hand, not your freaking wrist where your major arteries are.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that is not how one self deletes. They are
Well,
going.
yeah, you self
they are
delete
going
along it, but it's
Yes,
still,
they're going
yeah,
across. They're going across the street, not down the block.
Yeah, but it's still that wouldn't be how it was normally done. It would have been the palm.
And
Well,
I
I
hate
don't
that
know.
too. I hate that too because it's
I
like,
would still
why would
say
you?
a finger prick would be better than
No,
any other.
I hate when I see them cut across the palm or across the meat of the thumb. I'm like, how about the back of the hand? It's a much better place because it doesn't move as much when you make a fist.
Yeah, but the reason I think you do that for the palm is what you then do is you literally clasp palms, and you obviously you can't clasp the backs of your hands.
No, but you can.
But
fist bump.
yeah. You can fist bump, but you can't sort of do the clasp, which is
True.
But yeah, I mean you're right. I mean, from a practical point of view.
But this is a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a clip here to witness some Trevor Jones.
My wife will dance for us.
That's
Sorry.
beautiful medieval sounding music.
It is, but I'm sorry, but you are going to make your wife.
Yeah, oh no,
dance
bad
like
idea.
that in
Yeah.
front of all those people.
You look like
Well,
that.
this would have been very inaccurate, right, Colin? Because they're they're stylizing this film in the late Middle Ages, and in the
Hold
late
on.
Middle
No,
Ages,
early.
Well, that's
No,
when
they're
it's supposed to be taking place.
they're styling it in the like. It's supposed to be
they
early-
styling it in the
styling
time of Mallory, the late Middle Ages, and in the
They're
late
styling
Middle
it
Ages.
High ages. Yeah.
high to
Yeah.
late. Yeah, that's when they're
So
styling.
in the
But,
married
and any-
woman,
Yeah, but at any point, at one point, would you have your wife dance like a whore?
never.
You're a bloody duke for crying out loud. You know, no, that's what.
Well, this would have been scandalous in the court of a real
yeah.
king of the late Middle Ages, because like women of the court were like covered head to toe, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I like a lot of the. I was thinking, I've got the costuming for the women seems to be either very good or very bad.
Right.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, we're getting to it in a moment,
yeah,
but this is where he basically is calling his wife to dance, and it's a bad idea. You know, this is Uther Pendragon and how that goes.
well, yeah, I mean, that's bad from that point.
Well,
of
we
view.
know it's a bad idea because we've read the script.
Yeah,
Well, even so, it's like not something you want to do. These are people that just hack
Well,
people apart for a living.
like the men of the high Middle Ages knew it was a bad idea, which is why they covered their wives from head
Yeah.
to toe.
Yeah, we're not saying that they were, understanding of women's
I'm-
needs necessarily. They were thinking more of like not
I'm going to have to
not
clip
flaunting
this.
what they you know,
I'm going to have to clip
what they
this and
have.
send it to our dance submission to say, Jen, here's an idea for new medieval dance. I will then run a very long way away because her daughter is banning it because her daughter's vicious and she's only 7. And I don't want to get Jen on my bad side.
Scott just said it right. It's not good on the palm or thumb. Every time you grab something, you open up the wound. That's what I was saying, Scott.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, here is Igrayne. I mean, so there's a series of bad ideas here, and then now Igrayne, in her choice of dance, is not necessarily the best either. The medieval music that we were hearing was pretty good. I think it sounds fairly accurate. I mean, we're talking about times where there was no recordings, and even at this point, I don't think things were even really being written down.
Some was.
Well, I mean, okay, it's trying to depict it in the high Middle Ages. By that time, we did have writing.
Yeah.
Now this is Boorman's oldest daughter. She was either 20 or 21 when this movie was made.
Yeah, and but we are going to hear some music here because I did hear some of the music for this dance, and it sounded a little bit odd to me.
Okay, this is Game of Thrones, see?
Yep, but here is Igrayne, and it's like, oh, are you a gypsy?
Wait, why are you sitting around at a table feasting when you're at peace in plate bloody armor?
Yeah.
Why do they spend all their time in plate armor?
Because it's the medieval ages. How else would you know that they're knights?
They don't know better.
I've got there was I mean, it is great, but there were so many things that no.
Well, you never know when a fight's going to break out.
But,
no,
I mean,
it's basically it was the thinking at the time that you need to show them in their armor, otherwise no one's going to know they're knights.
Well, amongst other things, if you're given the setting, for starters, they shouldn't only be in shinies. They should all be wearing coats of arms. They should all be wearing livery.
Yeah.
Depending upon their own personal livery, or if they are squires or lower class, etc., to indicate who they are.
Yeah. You may be king, Uther.
I mean, you could definitely dress them in medieval apparel that would be realistic for them to be wearing at the time, and people would know. You know? Yeah. But this guy.
Trust me, I've got a really nice one hanging up on my bedroom wall because I haven't packed it. It's been hanging up on my bed at the back of my door for about a year since I last wore it.
Well, this guy, he doesn't know better, man. He's tempting a lion here, basically.
No queen of yours could ever match her. Ha ha ha.
Drunk.
What dumbass.
look at Uther's right hand man. He's like, dude.
Yeah, and even his further to the right hand man.
Now he's focusing on the woman. The guy to his right is looking at Uther like, dude, don't do it.
Him on number, I would say on the far right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He looks like he's more dressed for a banquet. Because he doesn't look like he's in full armor.
Yeah.
Well, now we're about to hear a little bit of music as well as see some dancing, but I thought Liza might enjoy being reminded of this music. I think Trevor Jones kind of did a little jamming here.
Hang on. Go.
What?
You go back to that chat, the one Scott just put up. That's not true if you're talking about full armor that has actually been made for you and fitted to you.
Yeah.
I would still imagine that it would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean,
an unnatural thing.
I mean,
but it would not be
impossible. About.
But it would not be. But it would be neither impossible nor truly uncomfortable to sit around in plate mail.
All right, we'll have you do that next stream.
What you've got to remember. What you've got to remember.
You get to sit there and plate mail though.
No, I mean, okay. Bring out my.
Is just reiterating what we were all just saying.
No, hang on. Bring out my thing again for a second.
Your thing again?
My avatar.
What? Oh. Okay. Your thing is this thing? No, hold on. Yeah, all right. We got to go into flex mode. Oh, there's Alex. And then we have, oh, that's Dutch. What the hell's going on here? So you would have to do something I'm not good at. Oh, I put him off screen. All right. Here, you know what's going to happen anytime you want to be enlarged. I'm just going to make you disappear.
Yeah, you can just about see in the background there. One of our guys in Clayton Brigandine.
Just about.
Yeah. I mean, what the thing? I mean, yeah, Scott, you're right. It is heavy and it is binding up. But you bastards! Oh, sorry, no, it's Connie, not Kenny. But what you have to remember is that your knight has actually grown up wearing this kit. He's used to wearing it. So yeah, it's heavy, it's full, but the same as you see modern body armor for modern soldiers and the like, it is still, you can still move it. I mean, you have to be able to, otherwise you wouldn't be able to fight in it. But it's an amazing thing. I mean, especially if you're not grown up with it or it doesn't fit that well.
Well, it's not dining gear.
No, you wouldn't. Well, no, you wouldn't really sit around in it.
Yeah, that's the thing, and most of that is because for that scenario also comes.
I can imagine it's uncomfortable. I mean, I mean, as a martial artist, I used to have to wear gear and train in gear because you had to fight with protection, and that was never comfortable to wear.
That's still dead.
Yeah.
Well, I was
and
about
so
to play
and that
this.
was and that
in the
is
background.
fabric padding. I can't imagine something made out of steel. You know.
All right. Well, someone's getting arrested.
Alex, what did you say?
I haven't said anything.
Yeah, he's been quiet. But we're about to hear some music here as Lady Igrayne dances, and it's a little bit, I don't know, I would say it jams a bit. Well, actually, I think it's the next clip where it jams a bit more, but there you got a little bit of taste of dancing. I don't know, that looks kind of...
Well, I was going to say, at least she's not dancing to Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive.
That she's... Oh, there we go.
I put them back in.
Thank you.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, whoops.
Lawrence, I mean, come on.
Well, oops. I mean, it happens.
Why is it always going to happen to me?
Well, it also happens to Colin.
Yeah, but you let him right back in.
Yeah, well, I noticed.
Yeah, I see how it is.
Oh my goodness.
Now, dancing like that for her husband, maybe.
Uh-huh. But everyone else with the cleavage, it's Hollywood, baby. And the director is sitting there watching her do it. All right. And her father. Yeah.
And at this point, I agree. A lot of this armor is probably becoming very uncomfortable. Certainly in certain parts.
Well, the coif, that's gonna.
No, about 3 foot further down.
Oh. Yeah, but even that on your head the whole time, you're gonna take it off after a bit. Especially
Yeah, I mean,
eating.
You do get you do obviously.
Here she's doing the snake and stuff and all sorts of spinny. It's like Jabba's pleasure palace.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she learned from Princess Leia.
Well, that came 2 years later.
Stealing your joke there, Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if you can replace the music for this or Yes Sir I Can Boogie.
Well,
oh God, don't.
We do have some music here, and
I used to have such a crush on one of the members of Baccarat.
I think this is it. Let me try this. Yeah, this is it. This is the music where it started jamming a bit.
Was that chromatic stuff? Wait, Lawrence. Was chromatic stuff like that possible on those wind instruments?
No,
right?
Really.
Because all they had were diatonic flutes.
Well,
yeah.
he was playing mandolin of some sort, but violin.
Well, on a string instrument, maybe with
Yeah, but the
with
flutes were following. And
fretless or chromatic fretting. But the flute doing it, I'm gonna look this up. I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure with certain fingerings.
Well, stylistically, in any of the medieval music I've heard, I've never heard doo-dee, doo-dee,
I've never heard
doo-dee,
chromatic
doo-dee,
stuff.
doo-dee,
Yeah, never.
What if you had multiple people playing the flute? Could they not do it together?
I mean,
What?
if you learn the
possible.
fingering on a
The same?
diatonic flute, you
Well,
could possibly pull off a chromatic scale. It wouldn't be easy.
They weren't
and
No, yeah,
intending to.
that's what I meant. It's like could it be done?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
But
Let
they
me see
weren't
if I-
not that I
intending
expect-
to do it.
Not that I expect it was ever done back then, but could they have?
I think Trevor Jones just stuck that in to make you seem like it's getting a little otherworldly here, because she is really enchanting Uther here in
And
a
you
way
can tell
that
go on.
yeah, in a way that seems like it's not. We're going to get to another clip that I kept from this scene, but it's like in a way that's not, shall we say, real. I mean, yeah, it's surreal. It's kind of like a little beyond. I mean, it's not, obviously Merlin doesn't want this, so it's not him doing it or influencing, but maybe Igrayne has some, I don't know, maybe she's a witch.
Burn her.
Yeah. She
Well,
turned him into a newt.
I got
A
that.
newt.
I got
Go ahead,
better.
Colin.
I was going to say also, you look at what Igrayne's wearing. She expected to dance in that dress. She expected to be dancing.
Yeah, she is showing way too much skin for that time period.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but just the way the dress flows and the rest of it. That is just far too flimsy for the time period. Far too flimsy for bloody Northern Europe.
At least she's not a belly dancer.
Yeah, but also
They were
She's
borrowing.
she's not showing enough to be a belly dancer.
no, that's what Alex said. He said at least she's not a ballet dancer.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is that you just look at that dress is designed to be danced in, to be that sort of danced in. I must admit, I've never seen any of our girls
Must have
girls
been
dance.
designed for the film. But in any case, I mean, the music, I mean, I think here is where Boorman was going for something a little bit like spell casting in a way.
Well, I just double checked things, Lawrence, with Gemini, of course.
Oh.
And while chromatic,
Gemini would double check something.
well, we kind of have music degrees, so
Yeah.
we should know.
Yeah, I know
better.
that. I know that.
Yeah,
but just checking
yeah,
this,
go ahead,
Just
just
Gemini.
double checking, because we've never heard like a long extended chromatic melody, chromatic passage like that.
And syncopation.
Yeah, while chromatic intervals and short chromatic steps were absolutely used in late medieval music, not on a chromatic scale melodically. So this
Right,
was this does not sound
Well,
medieval.
plus it sounds like jazz. It's just on medieval instruments, but it sounds like do-ba, 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 da, da, da. It's like Cisco singing. And what was that song he sang?
The best is yet to come, and babe wanna be fine.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. That's the riff.
That's the melody. But how can anyone would hear this and it's like, this doesn't sound right for this film.
Yeah, one last time. It's being played by a string instrument. Then all of a sudden, the flutes come in like a horn section.
Do you think they piece it? Because I was reading about the flutes of this time, and a good player could maybe pull off a chromatic scale, but again, not as extended like this.
It wasn't in their musical vocabulary.
No, it
was
wasn't.
straight out of jazz.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
It wasn't what they were thinking.
when they recorded this, most of the flutes of the time period were diatonic,
Right.
and the flutes that they used in the film to make this recording sound like diatonic flute.
Right,
Do you
right.
think they pieced this together like
No.
clips
They probably
together?
just used like chromatic recorders like we get in school anymore. Like,
Oh, okay. No, you're right. This could be a recorder.
then
It could be a
yeah,
recorder.
then it could
Yeah,
sound like a flute that's medieval sounding, but
but
have
it's not
chromatic
medieval. Yes.
fingerings.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, it could be a recorder.
Yeah. But I mean, Trevor Jones did some of the music in Dark Crystal, which was medieval-esque and stuff, and it sounds similar to this. It's like his feast seems to have similarities. But I think it was to convey some magic, because then what happens is like some of the knights start hitting things rhythmically. And they start playing percussion basically along with the dance.
Well, and, you know, at least drums
I think it's
were
cool.
actually a thing.
I think it was cool. I'm not criticizing it and saying bad. I think it's kind of cool. It's funny, but it's something to talk about. You know,
It
it's
takes you out of the moment, though. You're
Yeah.
trying to immerse yourself
It's
into
not
the-
as bad as the first night where Heath Ledger, you know, starring Heath Ledger, where they all of a sudden started stomping and singing "We Will Rock You."
Yeah,
At a
yeah,
jazz
there is always
house.
that.
To be fair,
The thing is, this will only take somebody who is very, very musically inclined out of the movie. Most other people aren't going to really get it.
I don't know, Dutch, about that. I mean,
It didn't take me out. It's just like, oh, that's an interesting choice there. But I mean, the way but I think the average person would also still see, all right, they're banging rhythmically on this stuff too.
Well, that was also how you clapped, how you applauded. You would bang on
Well,
the
it's
table.
not over yet. They're doing
Yeah.
it rhythmically with the music.
Yeah. We could do that, yeah.
But I'm not saying they wouldn't have done that. I'm not an
Yes, you
expert
were.
in that. I'm just saying that for a film, it's like people are in the audience are probably think, oh, that's kind of cool. But they're thinking this is a little surreal here, and it gets even more surreal. I do have a clip coming up too. But yeah, she starts doing all sorts of gyrations and dancey stuff, and he's just looking more and more hungry. And then it's like, I must
Not
have
dinner.
And what do we say?
Are you mad? The Alliance.
And who's saying that? That's probably Bors. He didn't get a name, but it's likely him. And then look at that table, man. That's a lot of food. It's only a bottle.
That's the entire catering budget blown.
Yeah,
But I like
seriously.
I like the wooden plates in that and the silver platters and that. I like that. And a lot of bread, a lot of meat on there.
A lot of meat.
Yeah. It doesn't look wrong.
No. It's certainly going all out. But
I'm
I
not
guess
sure
it
about
is
that.
the
I'm
king.
not sure about that urn thingy on the table there, but most of it certainly doesn't look entirely. Yeah, certainly doesn't look that well.
would they have served that much food, Colin?
Possibly. I mean, part of this is showing how you can afford it. And part of this is showing and there's a lot of undercurrents in these things. We always say, for example, that one of the reasons we encourage all our fighters to dance is that dancing teaches you footwork. It teaches you. It's good preparation for fighting. Not all our fighters are dancers. Not all of our dancers are fighters. But we always say that it does that. It shows you off. It impresses. It shows. It's a way of showing off. It's not necessarily bling, but it's a way of showing. Your skill at footwork, your skill at movement. It's showing how showing you can afford all this food. It's showing off that you are.
Well, Igrayne,
the king, yeah.
Well, Igrayne's showing her fighting prowess pretty well.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of food, but
Yeah,
I mean, you
it's a
would
lot
think
of
if there's a high king visiting, this would be the time that they would do it.
Yeah.
And so, but that high king, I mean, just bad ideas all around here. And then she starts doing some stuff here, and it's not helping. I mean, I must have her. I mean, and risk everything we've won. Yep, it's because this is not going to go over well. And I mean, Boorman, I was wondering what, as a director, he was saying to her about how to dance. And then there's a lot of glances back and forth, and then we get this look. Now, this is Cornwall, right? Because over here is Uther.
Yeah.
And Cornwall. Now, the thing is, later we do get another scene where there's like reactions between these two guys facially, even though they're not even close to each other. But it's like some sort of timing of things. You know what I'm talking about, that's coming up. And then it's interesting how here they did this with
interesting bit of headgear he's wearing. Because it looks
any arranging there or editing other than it's a clip that came out of the thing, but that's exactly how they timed it.
It looks as if his coif is actually hanging off of his cap.
It really does. And
Very weird.
The real problem with wearing a coif that long is it pinches your hair.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Yeah, you wouldn't what you would wear.
A cloth cap under it.
Yeah, I mean, logically, the coif should be going over the top of the cap.
Yeah.
That would work. But yeah, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't wear metal next to your skin.
No, it tends to chafe just a tad.
Yeah.
Well, what about this artistic choice here?
Yeah, very odd scene. I have to say.
But it does reflect later where there's some interactions where Uther's doing something with Igrayne, and then at the same time we're seeing something happen to Cornwall, and it's just like weird how they went back and forth. And this, I think they're foreshadowing that in a way, but I don't know exactly what they're doing.
Not that it's in any way inspired the Merlin miniseries at all, I'm sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, okay, let me see. Dance. Especially they're going backwards and forwards between the
okay.
When they go back between the two versions of Cornwall, shall we say, in particular. That we should say the editing back and forth.
Right. Well, now that we've seen that eruption, we have we got problems.
Punch up number 2.
There's guys with battering rams. And then we have that.
Just suddenly cut to.
Wait a minute. Sorry. No, it's nice and misty, nice and Irish.
Yeah.
And he's still got that thing.
And that's way too low on the throat. The whole idea is to protect your throat, not to leave it vulnerable.
And right now they are under siege. So
they are.
It is the time to not be wearing your things relaxed, I guess.
Yeah.
And there you go. We see the siege taking place, and then we get a good look. We do get a look here at the catapult coming up.
This is not cow.
You're supposed to be a king, not a chaos warrior. Are you wearing spikes on your armor?
Yeah.
Well, in case someone bumps into him.
I mean, it's so weird, because at the same time that armor's got really good, and then you go, why have you got welded on cones and spikes?
Well,
because it gives the people fighting you a way to grab your head and spin it around.
Exactly.
But isn't that what you want?
Now, when you see them later on, when you see the shinies, the real shinies, the round table knights, they've actually got proper collars, and they've actually got proper defenses to stop swords coming in their necks.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
Well, they were just thinking design then, and we have our catapult there. I believe it looked like a catapult. It was functioning like a catapult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An awful lot of
Mangonel, I think, is the correct term for those. I can't remember the top.
Oh,
of my
they're
head.
flinging mangoes at him?
Yes, they're flinging
Womp
flaming
womp.
mangoes.
Womp womp.
And it's getting steamy. All right. Yeah, that's why it takes 4 weeks, folks. More battering and stuff. So anyway, let's do this dialogue. This is just setting up this siege and what's happening. Poor Igrayne.
She's wearing exactly the same cloak that she was wearing before she was summoned to dance.
Yep.
Well, she only has the one.
Yeah, obviously.
You'll never batter this down. And you'll never have Igrayne.
Men, build a wooden horse.
I did actually think about that when they say they think he's retreating. I thought, okay, so they're doing Troy now.
Have you found him? I haven't.
They're looking for Merlin.
I haven't.
There's
He's
only one
here.
place he can be, down a pub.
Yeah.
He's here, all right. He won't show himself.
Oh.
Where have you been?
I know he turns up and shows himself.
Now he's supposed to say, "A wizard comes exactly when he means to," or something like that. But instead, he says something quite different.
I have walked my way since the beginning of time.
I thought he was going to say, I've been on the pub crawl.
Sometimes I give, sometimes I take. It is mine to know which and when.
That's kind of like his version of Gandalf.
You must help me, Merlin. Must? I am your king.
No, you're not.
Yeah, seriously.
Do not try the patience of wizards.
So you need me again. Now that my truce is wrecked. Years to build and moments to ruin. And all dust. For Igrayne. One night with her, Merlin. Oh, sorry, no. That was Merlin saying, one night with her. You don't understand. You're not a man.
What am I then?
Use the magic. Do it.
Yeah, it was all. It was all. What's his nuts? Uther at this point. Merlin has yet to respond. He's just like, oh.
No, he said that one line.
Oh.
You will swear by your true kingship to grant me what I wish. Then you shall have it. By Excalibur, I swear it.
Mm-hmm.
What issues from your lust shall be mine.
Uh-oh.
You.
Swear it again. I swear it.
What's your name, Bert? Ward.
Okay, so he's sworn an oath there that
What's going on down there? I don't know. It doesn't look good, does it? I'm not sure.
Merlin's gonna help him out, and then of course whatever results from this shall be Merlin's. Oh my goodness. Well, at least in Merlin 1998 we got some motivations there. Here we don't know what Merlin's motivations for anything are really.
Well, obviously, no, we kind of do have some motivation for Merlin. He seems to be a peacekeeper. He seems to be interested in peace.
Yeah, he seems to be trying to rail in Uther and make him a little more stately, I would say. More like a statesman and less like the brutal figure that he is.
Because he brokered this truce, and it sounded like he's been working at this for a while. So he's definitely a good guy.
Yeah.
Well defined.
All right.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well,
But
they've given up. It's over.
I think that point there, the point just back there where he's talking with Arthur, that's the point where I'm thinking, okay, this is where you're starting to understand Zathras, isn't it? You now know that Uther is not the one. No, I mean, yeah, literally, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, he's disappointed. I mean, he's let him do it anyway, but he's disappointed. But Uther's prepared to do all this just so he can get his end away. which
Although,
is probably where Merlin realizes,
He's
okay, so
not-
maybe he's not the right one.
Not the one.
when
No.
Mallory pretty much, this is one of the first things that happens in Mallory's edition, and he doesn't really provide the motivations. He just says what happened. So this is something that we've kind of like look at later and say, all right, so how can we make this into somewhat of a story? And of course, the first thing is like, wow, this sounds pretty, mean or nasty what Uther's doing. And, so why would Merlin agree to this? And so we're kind of like applying a meaning here that it's like, all right, this is the best that I can do. I guess Merlin's like, I'm not going to be able to change this guy. The best thing I can do is get the next offspring, and hopefully the king will be a better one later because I'll have
But he was drawing. I guess they filled in the blanks by drawing from older stories where it was well defined that Merlin was a character who was born of something evil, but then fought it.
Yeah, he was. I forget what the word is, but basically his mother was human, his father a demon.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the son of. In some tellings, he's literally the son of Satan. He's literally Damien.
Oh.
Which is interesting. Well, it was played, as we said last time, it's interesting it was played by Sam Neill.
Cambion. Cambion is the word. Half human, half demon hybrid.
Okay. Well,
sorry.
No, go ahead, Alex.
Well, I was going to throw in a line. What Merlin was going to say is, after you finish, don't forget to put in a review on TripAdvisor.
Not quite. Well, here we see that Cornwall is like saying,
yeah, after he says, "Pick it up, it's over." Not quite. When night falls, we'll follow them and finish them. Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess the dragon must really be breathing now.
Now this is interesting. This little circle of stones here. While they were filming this, apparently a bunch of American tourists ended up passing by this spot, and they saw the stones, and they hiked up the hill to see what it was about. And Boorman had to be like, "Yeah, sorry, we're filming a movie. Shoo."
Sorry, this is not Stonehenge.
Yeah.
So they made,
especially not in Ireland.
Yeah.
Well, they but they but this wasn't even an Irish henge.
No, that's the point. It's like this was being filmed in Ireland. So when the American tourists came upon it, they're like, what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they were like,
a lot of people
check that out.
A lot of people wouldn't know because they do have the Grange there in Ireland, but it's a different type of structure.
Oh
yeah. They tend to be barrels in Ireland.
Yeah, but it's kind of like in Terminator 2, where they constructed the fence and the signage around the mental institute where Sarah was being held. The morning after all that went up, the security gate and the security booth and the fencing and everything else, there were a bunch of residents in the area out there with pickets saying, "We don't need a mental institution around here." And Cameron had to be like, "It's a set. You don't have to worry."
Okay, so I have a question. Is that the Guardian of Forever in the background?
It does look like it, doesn't it? A question. Since before your sun burned hot in space and before your race was born, I have awaited a question.
And I am never going to appear as the guide, and I am never, ever going to appear in the guise of the police captain from CSI.
I hope that
because those series never exist.
I hope that circle lines up exactly with the solstice position.
Yeah. I want to go a bit off the topic. Dutch, nice one with the icon.
Thank you. I was wondering if you were going to notice.
Lawrence, just move it out. Just put Colin down the bottom.
For those who don't know,
hold on.
Alex's icon is John Steed, and I decided to try to find a good one of Emma Peel that was not Uma Thurman.
Yeah, I was trying to hit the enlarge button here, and it's not doing it. I would have to break out of the.
I'm about to get kicked off again.
Oh, all this because people change avatars. Is this it? Is this it? Hold on. There we
That's
go.
Colin. I also
Oh,
couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to center any better than that. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I don't know why either. I got into full screen and can't do anything there. Hey, Alex, do you use StreamYard too?
Yeah, you just grab the icon and just move it.
I don't even. Oh, that's because you both look the same to me. It's like one is the gentleman's room, the other one is the ladies' room.
Yeah.
Hi.
You even have the tile background for like
It's
PNG without a background, but it's there.
I did grab a PNG, yeah.
But it's there. Oh man, yeah. That's what we do. Well, I still have a clip here, and I thought this was memorable. All right.
Was that a real language he was speaking? Does anyone know?
Not quite. It was basically him trying. They were basically making an attempt at Old Irish. It's supposed to translate as serpent's breath, charm of death and life, thy omen of making.
Wow. All right.
Ooh, well,
it's called
an attempt.
It's called the charm of making, and apparently it's not quite Old English or Old Irish. I mean, Old Irish.
Arthur thinks this is going to take a while. I'm going to sit down.
The worst thing is that chant is is used in the movie Ready Player One.
Oh,
and as I'm watching Ready Player One in the theater, understand it had been at that point decades since I had seen this movie. And I'm hearing the chant being repeated over and over again. I'm going, I know that chant. Where do I know that chant from? Son of a, I know that chant. Where the do I know that chant from? Why do I? Why do I know that chant? Damn it!
But did it summon the dragon's breath in the film?
No, it turned on and off a force field.
Is that supposed to be a castle?
It was a force field around a castle, yes.
I'll definitely give the place 1 star on TripAdvisor.
Well, so the dragon's breath is coming in, and Merlin, and they're exchanging some serious glances. Yeah. And then what do we have here? Is there a line? It looks like he's saying something.
Ah!
Yeah.
I think he's just woken up.
Igrayne! I dreamt of the dragon. I have awoken him. Can't you see all around you the dragon's breath? I thought that was fog.
Those fog machines. I mean here, I guess it's a lot of fog machines.
That really was. That's what they were using here.
Yeah.
Dry ice and fans and tubes and yeah.
Cool.
And that's why there'll be like a lot of musical score and Foley because of all the fans and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, here we go. Oh, it's the Duke. Oh, wait a minute.
No, this is I think this is
Not
still
that
Merlin.
Duke.
The Duke is off to pursue your men.
No,
Okay.
Not that Duke, the Duke of Cornwall.
There
Yeah.
he goes.
There you go.
Good.
Good.
Mount your horse. I will transform you into the semblance of the Duke. Igrayne will think her husband has returned. But the cliff, the sea, your lust will hold you up. You will float on the dragon's breath.
Oh, that's nice.
Ride!
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Ride!
So he rides, and it's Riders on the Storm.
Take on the outer shape of the Duke.
That's a bloody weird helmet.
It is. Change. Transform.
And it was like
Now!
so blurry and foggy. It's like
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, it's like the rhinoceros helmet. All right, so that's where my first book ends, and then I'm going to call up my second book of slides here.
Oh.
But as I do that, what do you have coming up, Alex? Like any plans?
Hi, sorry. Yeah, I had to nip out for a minute. Not a lot really going on. I'm just like promoting the book and everything else, and spreading it word by mouth. So, but at the moment, there's really nothing on, is there, Colin?
No, we're spending a lot of our time writing more than anything else.
Oh wow,
Nice.
Colin. Yeah, you basically collaborate with Alex, right? You're the editor.
On the second book, we are.
Awesome.
Awesome beans.
Yes.
With your accent, I swear you said spreading word by math. I was like, math? Oh, mouth. Got it.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I repeat a few here?
No. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you have.
Oh, yeah. I'm just okay. So it looks like in this book, a few of them overlap. Let's get back to where we were.
No, no, you've gone way too far. Way too
skipping
far. Way too
ahead.
far. Way too
Oh,
far. Way too
no.
far.
It looks like there was only a couple. Or was that a
I don't think there were any. I don't think there was. I don't know. You might have had like one extra.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just say, is it about here? It looks like he's arriving.
The Duke has returned. Yeah. Open the gates.
And he's charged straight across the smoke somehow.
Well, yeah.
Have the horse ready. I ride out before sunrise.
All they see is their Duke ahead of them, wearing the Duke's helmet.
The Duke's armor.
And then he comes in. It's like, yeah, he wants his horse ready. He's riding out before sunrise. It's just a pit stop back home before going to the war. Now, here's the real Duke.
Yes. By the king! By Uther!
Yeah, everybody's like, Rawr.
Uther, come out and fight! Nah, I'd rather shag your wife.
Oh, boy.
Ay.
We're under attack! It's Cornwall!
And you can tell that none of these guys are important characters because they've all got their helmets down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're under attack. It's Cornwall.
Drunk extras.
But Cornwall doesn't seem to be one to be too afraid of because, I don't know. He's just riding his horse and then, I don't know, he falls off. What hit him? Was it Merlin magic or something? I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember.
No, I don't.
Either way, he falls. Guys jump him. He dead. My father is dead.
Not dead yet.
Hush, Morgana, hush.
Yes. Igrayne tries to calm her, soothe her, but then it's like, hey, look.
See?
I mean, they do the back and forth.
My
go
father
ahead.
is dead.
Yeah, they do the back and forth in these scenes here that was like, I don't know. But look, here he is.
Look. Here's your father. That's not Daddy. It was just a dream, little one. Come, Igrayne. Go to sleep. My lord.
That's odd.
Now she does her own nude scene here.
Yeah, I do some skipping here.
I would imagine you would.
Yeah, we basically skipped some really brutal stuff happening there.
Now, according to Gabriel Byrne, this scene with Katrina Boorman was filmed with the two separated. His close-ups were with a cushion.
So
Okay.
that's a rather fancy cushion right there.
Not right now. When she gets nude and they start doing it,
Oh.
then they're separate.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't show a lot of that, so it'll be hard for us to analyze that. So we'll not analyze.
Well, that's according to Gabriel Byrne. I don't know if
Mhm.
it's true or not, but that's what he said.
Interesting that again they're showing there that obviously, again, as with Merlin, Morgana is seeing his true face.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when she's looking back, it's Gabriel Byrne looking at her. So that's always what she's seeing rather than her dad.
Yeah, because she's magically inclined, she
Yeah.
can see through Merlin's illusion.
Yes. But yeah, that's the thing. Because she sees it, then Gabriel Byrne gets to be in the scene.
Yeah.
Because what is it? Colin Ruth, it's a R word. Who plays Cornwall?
Oh, I can't
Colin
remember.
Ruthgrove.
Corin
or-
Redgrave.
Oh, Colin
Redgrave.
Redgrave. One of the Redgraves.
Redgrave.
Yeah, Colin
There we
Redgrave.
Any in relation to Vanessa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Family.
Dad,
I'm not sure what the
uncle,
connection
brother?
is.
Oh.
I'll have a look. See. I know it's the same
Badminton
family.
partner.
His dad is Michael Redgrave. He's related to Vanessa Redgrave.
Oh, he passed.
Oh, that's a shame. I didn't even know he was sick.
Well, in
He
any
passed away in
case, 2010.
2010.
Here's an
So
interesting.
he was born in
fact.
1939. So
Yeah.
A bit young to die.
Yeah.
71. That sucks.
Well, I was going to say, here's an interesting fact. Corin Redgrave being in this film, including Liam Neeson, and Liam Neeson went on to marry Lynn Richardson.
That's correct. His niece.
Yeah.
So he's not calling
well,
it Corin. That's right.
He's this. It's
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 Natasha
Corin.
Richardson.
and he's the middle of he's the middle brother whose more famous sisters Vanessa and Lynn. So yeah, he's Vanessa and
Oh,
Vanessa's
wow.
and Lynn Redgrave's brother.
Ah, cool.
Wow. So both of them would have been needed for this. I mean, I'm not talking about the scene here where, of course, Cornwall has to play dying, but I get both of them needed to be in the other scene too. It's the one that we can hardly show. But anyway, they're flicking back and forth between, shall we say, like an orgasm and a deathgasm.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like a interesting.
It was disturbing.
Yeah.
Creation
so
of
horny.
creation of
Got his
life.
armor on. Yeah.
Creation of life vis-a-vis a death scene.
At least they're not playing Barry White.
Oh,
Yeah.
The future has taken root in the present. It is done.
and yeah, it is done. And so then they bring the body back.
Yeah.
They bring the body back.
When? Where? In the camp of Uther, my lady. Just after nightfall. But that can't be. He came to me, to his bed last night. I told you.
I told you.
I warned you.
Yeah.
What shall become of us? Lord Uther, my lady.
Uh-oh. What about that guy?
It will be for him to say.
He's the king, so he decides what happens with widows, huh?
Oh, Morgana.
Well, yeah. To a degree.
Yeah, I guess it's like, okay, so what is going to be good for our real estate interests. Maybe we'll have you marry so and so here or there. But Uther, he's not thinking that way.
The king approaches.
The king is coming. He did last night.
Wait.
Ay, Colin.
Womp womp. Womp womp.
Mr. Brown has infected all of you guys.
You blame Brown for that.
I do.
Wait.
I blame him.
Wait.
Yes,
the king is coming. He's not even breathing hard.
Well, he was. I just
Not
couldn't
right
show
now.
all of it.
Not
you
right
know?
now. He's not.
No, he came last. We saw him. He came to the castle last night as well.
Wait.
What are you thinking, you dirty-minded people? You.
Colin. Oh gosh, so mean. Ay.
Yes, you've been listening too much.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, yes, definitely. I wasn't like this before I came across Mr. Brown at all.
Game? What?
Now, I wonder why Uther has an issue with Morgana there.
Out.
Well, he may actually realise that she saw him last night. That she saw through him.
Yeah.
What is it, lady? A boy, sir. Send the girl away. She's only a child.
Now, I'm wondering how far in the future this was. It had to be long enough for them to know.
I'm guessing 9 months.
9 months, yeah.
Give or take.
They didn't show anything in between. They didn't show any day-to-day life there. And
so in this telling, he hasn't married her. At least not yet.
not yet. Well, we're going to have to see because I only did up to the end of this section. And so basically I think he goes off the idea of marrying her because he's not going to get what he wants because right now we're about to see someone has a claim on the boy. But
But then Arthur wouldn't have a claim to the throne unless he did marry her, right?
No, he's the king. Arthur, being his firstborn son, has a claim.
As long as his father is Uther, even if he's a bastard,
it's this stuff.
There's no if Uther never has any other child, Arthur is king.
He's Arthur Pendragon.
Plus the sword helps. That's
exactly.
That's his insurance, I guess.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere decided whoever has a sword.
But if Arthur fits Pendragon, does Pendragon fit Arthur?
No, because Fitz means to recognize the illegitimate son.
I know. I was making a bad joke. If Arthur fits Pendragon, does Pendragon fit Arthur?
Yes, I got that. Was it the two Irish gays, Michael Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzmichael?
No.
Yeah, we had a joke with a guy at Circuit City. His name was Daryl Fitzhugh.
Oh my goodness. Well, infuriating. So we better finish up soon.
Very true world of Swap Shop.
What does Swappers have to say?
Brune's innuendos have transcended the realm of lowbrow humor into meme catchphrase territory. What?
He's done it on purpose. All right. So what do we have here? Is this a line we need?
She watches me with her father's eyes.
That's why.
Maybe more useful to watch her with her own.
Is it mine or his? So he has married her by this point.
Okay. Yeah.
Same line. Is it mine or his? A man came to me and loved me the night my husband and made this child the night I thought it was my husband. But he was already dead. Good.
Good.
All I know is how to butcher men. From now on, I shall learn to love them.
Well, if he knows how to butcher them, he'd be of service. So, what are those guys from the Twilight Zone? The Kermans or Kermitans or Kermitans?
Oh, you mean
to
serve man? Yeah.
Yeah, to serve man. They could benefit from a good butcher.
She obviously didn't quite hear what his question was.
No.
Because otherwise she would have realized what I was going to. How
No.
could it be his?
No, because he and she are now married. They have been having sex over the last 9 months, and that's why he's asking: is this child mine or his?
But the thing is, though, no, they can't be married because they make a point later that Arthur's a bastard.
Do they actually make that point? All right.
Yes, yeah, they do. Yeah,
All
they do. Honestly, that's why I was thinking about it when I said to have in this one they made.
Yeah, because they weren't married 9 months ago. They were married like 7 and some change.
Well, then my guess is they've been having sex ever since Uther died.
I was going to say if they're not married when the child is born, the child is illegitimate.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, you know.
I should be asking Alex at this point because he prefers the full cut or the extended cut, and I'm just wondering. I'm not sure exactly which version we're seeing.
We're seeing the full cut.
Yeah. Okay. Then we're good.
Yeah, I think so.
Then we're good. I was just wondering if there was any fuller cut that showed any time in between. But,
there were scenes that were cut out. Like apparently there was in one of the trailers. There's a shot of Lancelot saving Guinevere from bandits, but that's nowhere in the movie. So the original cut of this movie was apparently 3 hours long.
Well, this cut that we're doing is 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so 47-ish minutes got left on the cutting room floor.
Cut out a lot. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, including that scene of Lancelot saving Guinevere from the bandits. You can see that in the trailer. A lot of movies do that. Payback with Mel Gibson. You watch the trailer, there's a whole mess of scenes. There's just like this huge fight on a dock. And it's like, where was that in the movie? It wasn't.
Well,
I am weary of battle.
Yeah, she's still measuring him up and not sure.
I shall stay by his side. And his mother's. What?
Oh.
He's hungry.
Okay, so
boobies.
Yeah. Well, they didn't show it there, but I still don't want to hang on that because I don't know.
You know, you're a straight guy. Once you've seen one pair of boobs, you want to see them all.
Well, how about this? What's going on here? Merlin? You come in when you're not
Merlin,
asked.
you come when you're not asked.
Oh, he's coming again.
And pay no heed when I call you. I have slept for 9 moons.
I think all of the Uther Pendragons have had that problem. Merlin comes and goes as he pleases.
Yeah.
What I did for you wasn't easy. Now you must pay me. The child is mine.
What?
You made an oath. They were hasty words, Merlin. This is flesh and blood. Uther, is this true? Don't let him take the child. I swore an oath, Igrayne. I made a pact with Merlin.
And you and you forgot.
It was you.
Oh, now she realizes.
Yeah.
You came to me that night. Duh. You are the father.
Whoops. Sorry about that.
It's not for you, Uther. Hearth and home, wife and child. To kill and be king. Oh, no. To kill and be king, is that all?
Yep.
Perhaps not even that.
Merlin can really level you, man.
You
Yeah.
strike me with words hard as steel. You betrayed the Duke. You stole his wife. You took his castle. Now no one trusts you. Yeah, duh. You're not the one, Uther.
Not the
not
one.
One.
Not the one. Not the one, Uther. No. You,
Well-
not the one.
Oh, that's
He's in fine company.
Not the one.
Not
I guess Uther can now go to Minbar and become
Yeah.
a diplomat.
Give me the child. I will protect him.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well,
Excuse me, mother here. Don't I get a say in this?
Yeah.
No. Schmucks.
oh,
Take him. Take the devil child. No.
the devil child. Oh, I guess.
Why the baby? Oh, that's her saying it. Why the baby? No, go after him. That's it. That's it. Sleep
Yep. Yeah, Merlin. I wonder how much experience he has in raising kids. But
Are you
Morgana
the-
notices it.
Are you the mother and father of the baby now, Merlin?
He doesn't answer her.
Nope.
It's that look.
Just gives her that look, and he's off.
Mm.
So,
Interestingly enough, because now that's the last we see of young Morgana. Helen Mirren starts playing her adult self, and she and Nicola here had worked previously on a play together,
Oh, yes.
and they did not like each other.
well, you could see it come through,
At
man.
all, and that's part of why Boorman cast both of them, because he wanted that hostility between them to really show. But Helen Mirren had admitted in some talk show years later that the two of them ended up very close friends after this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, happy endings.
indeed.
Well, I
guess-
nice pine forest.
I guess with what I've been doing here, I probably should put this avatar up.
And what would that avatar be?
Ooh, the
bear.
beer.
Oh, the Dutch gradient beer. I guess I'm supposed to share that, but
This was courtesy of our mutual friend Swap Shop.
Yeah,
He made this for me, and then I
Swapper's creation, so it deserves to be
Yeah.
shown.
Swappers created it, and then I vandalized it with my logo.
Yeah, I'm trying
Gavin,
to get
Gavin Udit. Happy endings? What?
it. Kevin, good to see you, sir.
Yeah, Alex. If you notice the Dutch gradient and then that gold like line beneath it,
Yeah.
and then all the way at the bottom of the can are all those little tiny words. There was nothing between those two, and I was like, "That's where my logo should go." So I did vandalize what Swappers made for me, but I still appreciate it greatly.
Well, he decides to ride out, doesn't he? Uther rides
Indeed.
out. And he's like looking for
Where
Merlin.
are you?
He's just screaming
I
and yelling.
want my son!
I would keep a lower profile, but
Oh, look, there's the one who killed my lord. I'm gonna get him for this.
And I just have to be hiding in the woods wearing full plate armor.
And a chain coif with no padding underneath. Ow!
Yes.
Ow! Damn it! Why is it pinching my
And
mouth?
he's chucking it down.
and he's got
Oh, yeah.
bangs. But he looks-
Attack!
they see Cornwall on his own, riding ahead of his men, which you're not supposed to do.
Oh no, they see Uther riding on his own.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I said Cornwall. I get them too.
Look at those bloody horns.
Yeah, I know. It's just so stupid.
Oh god. And
Yeah.
in that thing, it looks like he's actually got a glass or plastic bloody
Visor.
visor.
Yeah, it does.
It does. I think he does have it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they do for safety purposes. I don't know, possibly.
Yeah, but you would think that they would try to make sure there's no light reflecting
Well,
off of it.
I mean, I'm going through this trying to get the best slides.
Actually, no, it's not. I think what it is, that's actually, it's not plastic. What it is, that's light shining at the exact wrong angle off of another one of those bars. So if you look, there's two bars.
You're right. Yes, there are multiple vertical bars in the visor.
Yeah, look, it's literally. I'm looking at it. Then I looked a bit closer, and as I moved closer, slightly changed the angle of the screen. You can see that the bars, but it does. That's a little trick that you use in painting models and figures. Is if you put something glossy, you put a white dot in the corner, it tricks the eye into thinking that there's actually glass. There's actually glass or something, and then it's a reflection.
Yep.
There are a lot of model painting guides and the rest of it. You just sort of put a white in the corner of the eye.
Yeah, it's something I first noticed when I was looking at paintings by the Dutch masters, because it's like their paintings look like photographs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look at them putting that little white dot anywhere there's like a reflective thing, making it look realistic.
Yeah, it tricks the brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Brain trickers.
Ambush!
Do you yell? Oh, he was letting people know that he was being ambushed.
Yeah.
Help me, Orpheus!
Help me, Obi-Wan.
No, I won't.
Oh yeah, they drown him.
Well, they try. Well, he comes skipping down the bank there.
The king's bodyguard! Look out!
Yep, his bodyguards do catch up,
The king is ambushed!
but Blondie.
And this guy's still not wearing a helmet.
Well, you wouldn't see my face if I was.
Exactly.
Well, you need to know who it is. Wow, I'm liking that helmet.
Okay,
Same
so
one.
Yeah,
take
but
it
it's
back.
a better
No.
view.
he's a Mark 6 Space Marine.
Mhm.
I like the Mark 6. I like Womble Marines. I'm sorry, sue me. I like the Womble Marines.
I have no
Mark
problem.
6 one. You need to look up the Wombles to understand the ref, and the Mark 6 Space Marine to understand the reference. But
Okay.
See, now Uther knows he's not going to win this fight. But he also knows he can't let any of them have Excalibur.
yeah,
Right.
So he does the only thing he can.
He runs
he does what Sam Neill's going to do. What Sam Neill's going to do 18 years later, 17 years later.
Yeah. So this is different.
Oh, no,
This one,
He tries to fight first. I forgot.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I captured a bunch of that. A lot of
Then
fun.
he runs away to hide the sword. Well, to stop. Yeah, see the sword.
Well,
And by
he's
the way, go
just
back a
trying to
slide.
get away to call out to Merlin for help.
Go back a slide.
Yeah.
The green on his armor there. All that green lighting they do anytime they're in a forest or anytime there's magic involved.
Yeah.
And here,
Because,
both.
I mean, it shouldn't. That can't be reflected. There shouldn't be reflected in Excalibur at that range. But
No.
Yep. Everyone's after the sword. They know that has a lot to do with who's the
Sword,
king.
the king's sword!
Merlin, where are you?
Yeah, he's running away looking for Merlin. Give me some dragon's breath.
Call your dragon to weave a mist! To hide us!
I don't think I will.
Merlin, where are you? Nobody shall have the sword. Nobody shall wield Excalibur!
All right. And then we do have. Oh,
But me!
now that is some electro hot stuff.
What's this? What's this?
And Merlin looks at it. It's almost like. Now, is Merlin casting a spell as he's doing this?
He might be. I don't know. I never thought about it.
Perhaps, maybe.
no, because we never saw. I mean, is the magic of Excalibur that it can only be wielded by the rightful king?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, a couple of times we see it lifted, held by other people, but maybe it can only actually be owned by the king.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which would mean it's Excalibur's magic. Merlin doesn't need to be casting any magic there. And
Right.
he does need to be calling on Darth Vader to keep it. Oh, sorry. That's not another 17 years.
All roads lead to Star Wars.
Always
I'm popping
leads-
a link in the chat if people are seeing on the rewind or watching us live. If you're interested in this film, this is the limited
Bloody
edition.
hell.
The limited edition link has like 3 discs, Blu-ray, and basically both cuts of the film. And then there's also just the regular Blu-ray and DVD.
Wow.
Thank you for
The
link.
regular Blu-ray is only like $7.95 or $8, something like that. But the limited edition is $89. It'll set you back.
Wow.
Well, thank you for the link.
Yeah, I popped them there. Those are the Amazon links. It does give us a slight commission, but no change in price, so it's the same for anybody.
Helps the
Absolutely.
channel.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and I need to, have a little sale or something so that I can keep doing it because they give you 6 months to have something. But I think Liza's first purchase from a referral link was dog food. Because if you follow that link and just buy something else, it also helps the channel.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't know this when I signed up. They pay you commission for an Amazon session, not for what people actually buy on Amazon. So, it kind of helps you out setting it up that way.
Yeah, I don't mind in the future, maybe this will help more, but right now, since I'm a bad salesman, you could just follow one of these links and then just buy the Kindle edition of Barron's book.
Not yet. If
It'll be the
Baron's
same to him, but
he's
it'll
okay,
just
if
help
Alex
the
is
channel.
okay with that, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt him at all. It's the same that he would get.
Well, I came up with an advertising slogan when my book came out, saying, grab it or it'd be in a bargain bin.
But it'll be the same either way. It just, the commission would be so slight, but for now, any commission just means that if I can get 3 within probably 4 months now, then I am able to keep trying.
They allow you to keep trying. Yeah. So.
But here we go. There is the Excalibur stuck in the stone. And that means, and I guess it's he just gets it in, and so we don't know whether it was just pure happenstance with some mystical meanings or things that just happened that when he did this that happened, or was it Merlin casting a little spell at that moment saying, all right, we're going to entrap this sword here and only a good man can get it out. Of course, he wants to breed one of those, not breed it, but he wants to raise Arthur to be a good man. Get the soul. I think in the Sam Neill version, you get enough of a story about that it kind of brings that point home a little more. But in this version, there is a lot of efficiency to it. Even, the full version is so efficient. I didn't know if I had the full version or not.
Well, I am halfway to having 50 subscribers, so I appreciate everyone who's signed up tonight. And Scott, thank you for posting my link. I appreciate it.
Cool. Have you released the video yet?
Not yet.
Well, when you do, 50 people will get a notification.
All right. Well, 25 right now.
Tell the folks what you are working on.
I am currently working on a video regarding Alien 3 and how and why it is not canon. If I may put a picture real quick to show what the thumbnail will be.
All right. Yeah, we were about to conclude this, so might as well real quick before all the Excalibur fans.
There you go.
Run away. Okay, we got here an
Chat GPT helped me with this.
Alien 3 is not canon. Okay. Now, I don't know so much about, how the whole Alien community feels about it. I mean, I would assume you're probably in a lot of company.
You will have a lot of people defending Alien 3 because the assembly cut is such a better movie. It doesn't matter because the entire movie cannot have happened because there was never an egg aboard the Sulaco. But I go into it in greater detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he will be going into it. He is going into it in greater
I've already
detail,
written.
but you
I've written the
can't
script
see
and
it
I've
yet.
I've written the script and recorded it twice, and now I am hanging soundproofing on the walls in this room because
Record again, huh?
Yeah, because the echo is just so terrible in here.
Oh,
It's lesser now than it has been in the past, but I can still hear it.
well, make sure you don't put it off too long.
No,
Because a lot of things, it's the substance, and then the quality of production comes later. And
And you can also eliminate those pesky reflections in Adobe Podcast for free.
fair enough.
Try it, guys. Try it.
I think after the show, you can share that with them, Liza, and maybe we'll get this Alien 3 not possible video out soon.
It's not canon.
It's not canon, and it's not possible.
Yep. My second video is going to be on how Weyland-Yutani is not the evil corporation everyone makes it out to be.
Oh, so your second one will be fiction then?
Oh, wait until you watch it, then tell me that.
Well, we'll see. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's all about the discussion of this. Nobody at the end of the day needs to start tribal warfare over it. You'll end up like this guy.
Yeah.
Poor Uther.
He who draws the sword from the stone, he shall be king.
And they're already trying. It's like you think you would give it you would wait a bit,
Oh no, this is Merlin saying that he who draws the sword from the stone, he shall be king.
I know, but still, I mean, people, start yanking at it right away. That you think they would let other people loosen it.
Arthur,
You are the one.
Oh, you are. The
We had to do that. Yeah.
You're the one.
And this is our last slide of the evening, because from here on, it's another. The story continues with the next generation of Pendragons.
Yeah, Pendragon, next generation.
But yeah, I mean,
Question swappers, actually.
That's actually a really good question Swappers
Yeah.
just gave. Did no one think of smashing the stone up with a blacksmith's hammer?
well,
Good point.
at least in
After
the
the-
last one, it was being guarded by
A spirit of
James
the
Earl
mountain, yeah.
Jones and the Rock of Ages.
Yeah. I got to figure the enchantment on Excalibur extended to the stone, and the first
Yeah.
5 guys who tried it and shattered their hammers said, you know what? This just ain't worth it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it must be. I mean, it's magic. Doom, doo, 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 doom, doom. All right, folks, thank you for joining us. If now that we know about what Dutch has got coming, make sure you're subscribed to his channel. We still have swappers there in the audience. Praxium of the Pathfinders, Chapter 12 is out. If you haven't caught this series yet, it is free to listen to on YouTube. Start with Chapter 1 if you haven't heard it yet. And basically, it's a Star Wars story that begins after The Force Awakens. So it basically replaces The Last Jedi and goes from there. And it's done in audio
So never
drama
having seen
format
The Force
on
Awakens.
YouTube.
Again, just watch the original Star Wars.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Oh,
He said he has never
yeah,
seen
yeah.
The Force Awakens. Just watch the original Star Wars.
Yeah,
It's the
well, I
same-
guess
it's the same
So I've
story.
seen
I guess for this,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
For Praxium of the Pathfinders, it
it
would
has a
help to
screen
watch.
crawl. It has a screen crawl, so
Yeah, but
Or
it would help to watch The Force Awakens to understand
it has a
Praxium
screen
a
crawl
little
read
better.
to you. So
Yes, I know, but it would still help.
All right, so we are now Alex, thank you for joining us. I don't think Alex is able to be with us next time, but definitely. I mean, how can people follow what you're doing and just, you know?
Yeah, you can find me on all socials, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook in a way. Just subscribe to my main YouTube channel, FFSI, and I've got plenty of links on there as well.
Yep.
But also, if I just plug the book one more time, anyone who's interested, feel free. It's available on the main publisher's website at reduced price at the moment for till the end of this month. So feel free to grab a copy if you wish.
Okay. And the end of the month is coming, so it's so affordable.
God, it is,
Kindle
isn't it?
version.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
11 days left.
I know. I mean, I remember receiving a Christmas card from our dear friend Swappers not too long ago, and it looks like that's about to be 6 months ago.
Ooh.
Who has the siren?
I don't know, man.
Oh, it's Baron.
I live on the main road.
That's all right.
Gotcha.
It sounds like there's some, I don't know, some of the fine subjects of the crown there are being bad.
It reminds
Or
me
it's an ambulance.
It's an ambulance.
Okay.
It reminds me.
Unfortunately, it's the call of, well, let's just hope for the best.
It reminds me of a line from the Blues Brothers when Jake is finally back at his brother's apartment, about to go to bed, and the L, the elevated metro train in Chicago, goes literally inches past the window of the apartment. And Jake says, "How often does the train go by?" And Jake says, "So often you won't even notice."
I love that movie. I love that movie so much.
It's a great movie.
Well, there is the link to FFSI. Good to subscribe to that channel. And then you will also see their links, and then you can get to other things. I'm going to still drop in the link to his other channel. This is Baron AWK as a channel. So what is the difference between the channels? I mean, basically, Baron AWK is you minus Colin.
Yeah, it's just it's my channel that I subscribe to everybody to watch. But FFSI is what you call mine and Colin's channel, where we just come together and discuss things. But we're just on the break at the moment.
You're just having a temporary break, you guys.
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh no!
It's when we come up with something new, isn't it, Colin?
Are you seeing counseling?
Yeah.
Well, if Alex and Colin, if you gentlemen are interested in promoting your book on a stream when it's finished, your new book, I'd love to have you guys on my stream.
Well, you know what? Yeah. I would like to at some point do this, and we could even do it on Liza's channel.
I want them.
No, we can do it on Liza's channel.
I'm kidding. No, we could have them on both. They should do as many streams as possible.
Yeah,
I'd like to do some books, but the thing is, I want to be able to read them first. So I guess I should check out your book there.
Yeah. Well, Liza, you're welcome just to have us on to talk about this one, because book 2 is not going to be out for a very long while yet.
Oh, okay. I should be featuring right now.
Yeah. I just want to say that for the book 2 to come out, this has really got to up the ante in a way to get people talking, so they can campaign for book 2.
Oh, if you guys want, Lawrence, do you have my channel linked in the video description? You guys, I have in my channel, I have my email listed in the info section. Shoot me an email and let me know what your availability is. I'd love to have you both talk about your series.
I will have a discussion with Colin about that next week when we do our writing schedule. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, I was trying to feature you, and it just does not. Oh, they're finally.
There we go.
It kept giving me full screen
Let's look at the
of
book.
Everything. Yeah, there you go. There we go. So that link is there, and then
Did you
Liza's
guys
wink.
design the beautiful art on the cover?
I came up with the concept, and the publishers did the rest.
Okay.
But book 2 is going to be completely different. I've got a YouTuber who I'm going to be working with next year to create a new, updated version. Not the same cover, but something completely different. Because I
Okay.
want all book covers to be different. I don't want them to be the same.
Okay. Very
Okay.
cool.
There we go. And it's an interesting subject. Kind of like taking care of those nasty nightmares that have roots in our psyche, like archetypal fears and beasts.
Can I just mention one more thing about my book?
Sure.
No.
Yes.
We do have mentions of Arthurian legends in it, and Merlin, and it also spills into book 2 as well. But I can't really say because me and Colin's working on that at the moment.
Just a bit.
Yeah. How could it be?
Just a wee bit.
Well, yeah, we've rewrote Merlin, haven't we, Colin? Colin?
He's thinking about it.
We have our own version of Merlin, and
Yes, we do.
Colin's like, no spoilers. no."
yes, we have version
But
of-
I love spoilers. You guys can spoil it as much as you want. I'm so interested in your story. From what you guys have sort of leaked on the live, were you guys inspired at all by Gnosticism?
I don't think so. Not
I'm
really.
probably reading too much into it. Yeah. Okay. But I'm fascinated with the story. With the premise of the story.
All I can say is that once you get past the first chapter, you feel like you're being taken on a journey.
Awesome.
But it's not just about, like, there's some horror moments, sci-fi elements, comedy moments, and also you just feel like you don't want to put the book down.
Cool beans.
But
Well-
I also got to blame Douglas Adams for this as well, because I took a lot of inspiration from him.
Well, that's a lot of people have been rightfully inspired by Douglas Adams.
Yes, gentlemen. Please do let me know when you're ready to come on the show.
Will do.
Okay. Well, let us get into our
Yeah.
green room, and Liza, you'll be able to discuss that. So anyway, I believe we're going to call it a night here. And
Thank you, Chet.
next week, we're starting
It's
with
a night.
part 2.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
We call it a night. It is a night.
And finally, here are some completely
Remember,
gratuitous
guys,
pictures of
once
penises
King-
to annoy the censors and to hopefully spark some sort of controversy, which it seems the only way these days to get the jaded, video-sated public off their fucking asses and back in the sodding cinema.